And hello, good afternoon, and welcome to another stellar edition of The Drive. Fan Run Radio, Russell Smith punching the time clock on a Thursday afternoon edition of the show. Alongside Bear, Chase, and Walker. Another 3-hour tour getting underway here on the program this afternoon. 865-966-3435. If you want to get on the show with us today, call or text 865-966-3435. Why is it always so dark in there?
Because we turn out the fluorescent light on this side.
Yes, we do.
It's kind of like we're in observation. We're observing you guys, like a police line up.
It feels like we're observing you guys.
Can you even see in here?
We can see in there.
It's dark. I just see two white faces. Pretty much.
True, but I don't know. From your angle, you probably see your own reflection in Bear.
I see
my reflection in Jace. So it's like my face on Jace's body.
Yeah, I've noticed how strange it looks from over there when it's dark over here. I'm not a big fan of fluorescent lighting.
It's fair.
Put it on the list. All right, boys, we got a lot to get to here this afternoon. Christopher Gabriel of KMJ is coming up here in just a few minutes. KMJ Fresno's CG show. If you haven't heard him on the program, buckle up, boys, because he brings a lot of energy and a lot of enthusiasm, and it's been a few weeks since we've had him on. So looking forward to hearing what he has to say. Of course, we'll get his thoughts on the Adidas announcement fallout. A lot of reaction online and on this show yesterday. A lot of impassioned callers.
I'm looking forward to getting Chris's take on it.
Well, yesterday I said that Danny White is gambling on the whole shoe affiliation not mattering as much anymore, and that he will be able to use the extra money from Adidas to funnel to players and thus make Tennessee better on the field, win more on the field, better players, more wins. And, and again, we haven't seen the numbers yet. So who knows what it is. If the numbers we're hearing about, $20 million a year total, that's not just cash, but, roughly $10 million a year cash, $5 million a year in product, another $5 million in NIL. And I don't think those numbers are solid, but we don't know the numbers because they won't release them. I mean, if those numbers are true, then it may not be such a gamble, but just a business decision that you have to make. I still don't like it. I'm not going to beat you over the head with it today. I know there are other things to talk about. We'll get to it here, but I think this is still hot topic number one on the minds of many Tennessee fans. I get the angle that once it gets to a certain amount of money, you can't turn it down. I am highly amused, Bear, by the people that are sending me today the Mike Matthews quote about how he's glad that, Adidas is the sponsor now because they're going to prioritize him, as if that is proof that what I've been saying is like, hey, the players don't like it, is not true. And these are the same people who, like, when the White House press secretary speaks,
they take it personal.
No, they take it verbatim. They don't question it. They're like, whoever's in charge, whoever the White House, but they're just like, okay, that's what the White House says.
I can't imagine expecting Mike Matthews to come out and say anything other than what he said. I imagine, because he's got supervisors.
Yeah. I mean, well,
you do what your supervisor asks you to do.
The way it works is they pick the players that are going to be, they have a practice schedule today, and then they're going to say, all right, these are the players that are available. These are the coaches that are available. And you just had this huge announcement yesterday. So
you're sending out your best.
They're sending out their best, but they've also been coached.
Yes,
they pull them aside and say, look, they're going to ask all of you about this Adidas thing, and here's how you have to play it. Like, your personal opinion doesn't matter. Here's what we need you to say because we're getting paid. And like the people, they're only going to send the people out there that are going to toe the company line. I'm not coming off on the SID. I'm not coming off on Mike Matthews. I'm just saying, like, this is what happens. If you're one of the people that believes everything that you hear about that, then like that's fine. I'm not. You believe what you want to believe. I'm not going to sit here and try to change your mind. But I do find it fascinating that Danny White has had so much success here, and he's great, man. He's done great. That people, a certain portion of our fan base will believe whatever he tells them. Like whatever he tells them, they're just like, "Yep, Danny White said so." We went from 90% when this issue first broke in May.
Right,
90% of fans said, "Don't go back to Adidas. They suck. Stay with Nike. That's where the winners are." To yesterday, that poll that we put in the field, I sent it to you, the screenshot. I'm not sure where it stands right now, but it was 50-50. It had gotten to 50-50. That's how much they had been able to chip away at the public perception through their PR and propaganda. Right?
Did you glance in on Facebook? Like some of the Tennessee groups on there?
Well, no, I haven't looked at that. I can imagine.
Those are the people you're talking about, the percentage that absolutely believes anything he says.
Well, and look, man, you're being spun. It's funny to me that people don't see that, but hey, man, the way this has been sold to the public by Danny White and his crew is masterful.
But the guys, they still got to deliver.
Can
they deliver?
Yeah, we'll see. But like
we can't have what happened before. It was a clown show. They could not get our color right.
Mm-hmm.
You're one of the two major sporting apparel uniform makers on the planet. The damn color's not that hard to figure out. I mean, I'm sure they've got some kind of computer gizmo something that they could have in their damn factory to get the proper shade of orange.
Well, there's a lot that goes into it, and there are lots of different factories, and it is a hard shade of orange, and I'm not an expert on it, but it's obviously hard to get right because you see so many different shades of it around town. I mean, we're in the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios. I'm looking at least 5 different shades of it right now.
Well, yeah, the only other place I've ever seen it where it looks dead on right is was it the Dutch royal family?
Well, that's a different
different
color.
Orange. That's more Syracuse orange.
It's closer to ours.
I don't know what Pantone it is. I would be stunned if it's ours, but that's a different. And I'm sure, how much Dutch soccer apparel do you look at? Like I'm sure they probably have the same problems.
Yeah,
with getting it to match.
Maybe they will. So I don't know. At the end of the day, I mean, these kids are all signing individual deals now. The one thing, after having overnight to think about it and everything, I mean, basketball is troublesome for a lot of the reasons you pointed, because Nike pretty much got in there in the ground floor with AAU and these camps, and they've built just an almost unstoppable machine when it comes to basketball. That's a sport to worry about.
Yeah. I mean, and there are, Kansas and Louisville have done well. They've remained relevant, both won national championships in the last 10 years or so. So, I mean, it can be done. We'll see. Christopher Gabriel, KMJ, Fresno coming up here in about 10 minutes on the air with us this afternoon. Very exciting. The other thing that is fascinating to me about this switch is the whole not releasing the details of it and the terms of the deal. And I think this is going to be, again, like a big test of the local media, because we don't have the resources here to do, like, I'm not a reporter like Adam Sparks or
right.
And we don't have, like, you got to hire a lawyer and send them the right forms and everything, and they're gonna, like Bob said yesterday, play rope-a-dope on you. Oh no, we can't do that. And eventually, like, you got to pin them down. And it's, again, not an expert on it, but as far as I know, it's a public institution. They're taking private money. Like, you have to disclose those numbers.
I figured the Sentinel or, one.
Yeah. I mean, I think it'll have to be the News Sentinel or WBIR. Like, we'll go to, that the sports animal's not going to do it because, they're tied in with the university, but like everybody's tied in with all the websites that report on things are, You know, they're
That's
not going
gonna
to
have
bite
to
the
be-
hand that feeds them.
No.
They're not going to want to go to war with the UT Sports Information people and Danny White and
The Sentinel will.
all that stuff. But I think so. I would think like 20 years ago they would have.
They've got to still have an attorney, like, I don't know, maybe on retainer that handles this kind of stuff for them.
Yeah, I would think so. And
They can pin them down real quick because you're exactly. I mean, they're a public university.
well, also again, like things have just changed. So there's so much. To go back to the White House analogy, like there's so much that happens in media now with like covering the government. I mean, we're just talking about stupid football teams and
Right.
like an apparel deal, but there's so much that happens now that like 20 or 30 years ago, like selling access to the presidency and like kicking different organizations out of the, like that 20, 30 years ago would have been like, no, like you cannot do that. Like other organizations would have stood up, the courts wouldn't have held up and everything. And now like we just live in a different like nobody even knows what the media is anymore because it's not just the 3 TV channels and the big, everything's so different. And like stuff like this gets swept under the rug, but I don't know. To me, it's a big deal. It's like, I think that if the university is telling us this is such a great thing, I'm not calling them liars, but show us.
Yeah.
Like you're going to have to eventually. So like, why not just put it out there? So anyway, other uniform news this afternoon. Mississippi State
Yes.
has announced that our game against them in Starkville this year is going to be a whiteout.
Well,
and they're going to wear white on white as an homage to you youngins. That's good, Bear. You Bear or Chase and Jace and Walker won't remember this game because it was like 30 or everything's 30 years ago now. It was like 20 years ago. The snow game in the Independence Bowl. Remember that when they played Texas A&M in the snow, and they were wearing white on white in the snow, and you couldn't see the uniforms. It's a classic bowl game back when bowl games still mattered.
Right.
And so it's like an homage to that. They've got the white pants, the white jerseys, the white helmets, the whole 9 yards, which means we'll be wearing.
I think we'll wear dark mode.
Like it's something different. We won't be wearing white jerseys.
We could either. I say we roll in there like in our classic home uniforms, or we go dark mode.
If it's at night, I kind of think it would be cool to roll in there dark mode.
Dark mode. I wish they could still
black against white.
Visors,
yeah,
the Darth Vaders finally.
That would be pretty sweet.
Just black on black on black.
Or do you break out the smoky grays? That's what we did on the road against LSU a couple of years ago. I think they want to. The smoky grays are kind of military themed this year. I think they want to keep that with homecoming and the salute to service and all that, and just do it as a one-off.
I'd either go dark mode, you could go throwback, could show up there in those yoked out things that I love so much.
Well, you can't do that because it's a white jersey.
Yep.
Well, it's got the orange patches.
But it's a white jersey, Bear. You can't have both teams wearing white shirts.
Like I said, man, I'd say roll in there and just blacked out. Dark.
I think that's what they'll do. If it's at night, I think they'll go, which will look kind of cool. Already dreading that game because of the cowbells.
Oh God.
I mean,
that might be a turn down the TV and sync up Mike Keith game for me.
I think that I'm going to do a lot of that this year. I can't stand the cowbells, man. That's a trap game for sure. I think. I know they're garbage. I know they're going to be garbage or us. But that's the one I've got circled that worries me.
Well,
for the nobody,
we all thought that Arkansas was going to be garbage this time last year. Sam Pittman was on the hot seat. They're like a 3 or 4 win team at best. They don't have anything. Like that is not a game any of us were worried about. And we lost that one. So, yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot of similarities between Arkansas last year and Mississippi State this year. So the same spot on the schedule. Probably be a night game. They got a special uniform they're all going to be fired up for.
Have they done anything since last year to improve their roster?
I mean, not that I know of, but it's the second year that quarterback is back. It's the second year for Jeff Lebby.
That quarterback did look good at times last year. He's a pretty decent little quarterback.
He flashed a little bit. What's it, Blake Shapen from Baylor?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, they should be improved.
Who would you rather have, our quarterback room or that kid? as your starter right now?
I don't know. That's a great question.
I think I'd take him.
I mean, he's got a year of starting experience in a system very similar to ours. All right.
Used to the speed of it.
Quick timeout. We got to hook up with CG. We'll do that when we continue. You're listening to The Drive on Fan Run Radio, just scratching the surface on a Thursday afternoon. Stay with us. We're back with more right after this.
The Drive. For the fans, by the fans. This is Fan Run Radio, Knoxville.
Hey, folks, if you're in need of a lawyer, you need to call my friend Jerry Givens. I've known Jerry since high school and can personally vouch for him. He's East Tennessee through and through. And if you're going through a divorce, bankruptcy, or a DUI case, you'll need someone you can trust on your side to help you navigate the local legal system. You can trust Jerry Givens. Call the law offices of Jerry Givens today at 865-801-9250 to schedule your free consultation. That's 801-9250.
Hey Knoxville, Surfside iced tea and vodka made with real brewed tea is only 100 calories, 2 grams of sugar with no bubbles and no troubles. That's right, zero carbonation, so it's easy to sip and enjoy. Headed to a game day or party at a friend's house? Bring an iced tea or lemonade variety pack from Surfside or try their green tea and new raspberry tea vodka. Find the can with the sunset stripes this season. Surfside iced tea and vodka, sold at bars, restaurants, and stores near you. Surfside iced tea and vodka, sunshine in a can. Must be 21 or older. Enjoy responsibly.
Where are the best ribs in the Volunteer State? Rickard Ridge. Who has the best barbecue catering packages in East Tennessee? Rickard Ridge. And where is the most beautiful setting to enjoy a meal with family and friends? Rickard Ridge. Rickard Ridge Barbecue. Just a quick ride up I-75, take exit 134, hang a right, and Rickard Ridge is on your left, just inside Cove Lake State Park.
Hi, I'm Dr. Mike Costa at Knoxville Smiles. Here at Knoxville Smiles, we're all about making it easier for you to see the dentist. That's why we're now open until 7 p.m. on Tuesdays and Thursdays. If going to the dentist in the morning or during normal business hours doesn't fit your busy schedule, come see us a little later. Call 865-539-1776 to schedule your appointment, or just visit us online at knoxvillesmiles.com. Smile brighter with Knoxville Smiles.
Ready to launch your career? Axle Logistics is a leading third-party logistics company where excellence is an energy. With an award-winning culture, Axle proves that positive outcomes come from a positive environment and a work hard, play hard mentality. At Axle, the drive for success is infectious. And with an uncapped commission structure, hard work isn't just noticed, it's rewarded. For those with big goals and even bigger dreams, Axle Logistics is the place to start your career.
Good afternoon. THP is working this wreck north of Knoxville. Has the interstate a little bit slow as they clean up this mess on 75 northbound. It's going to be there in Anderson County, just past Raccoon Valley. Again, just north of Knoxville on that crash. That's getting some attention there just inside Anderson County. It's been busy at times. 40 east at White Road, trying to get up the hill there by the truck scales as well on I-40. Hey, don't miss the Atlanta Braves Alumni Golf Tournament coming up September 15th at Aguati Farms in Blount County. All proceeds helping the foster kids of East Tennessee. Log on to fosteringhope.tn.com. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
Back here on the Drive, Fan Run Radio. Russell Bear, Jason Walker, all hanging out in your White Claw Hard Seltzer studios on a Thursday afternoon edition of The Drive. And pleased to be joined now by the one and only Christopher Gabriel of KMJ Fresno. CG, what up?
Gentlemen, good afternoon from beautiful Fresno, where we are in a cooling trend. It is 86 degrees after 7 days in a row of temperatures no less than 105 degrees. It's exciting to look at your phone at 10 p.m. and see 98 degrees. So just forget about all the nonsense of, it's a dry heat. Yeah, but you can't take a deep breath. Yeah, you can't do that. Fellas, great to talk with you. I like to clean up some things that I heard. Before we get started with where we're going to go today. First of all, the Dutch uniforms, the Pantone is nowhere near 151C. The Dutch uniforms are 016C. That is their Pantone. And I forget who said it was closer to Syracuse, but they're right. That it is closer to Syracuse. Russ, you were talking about players getting coached up. Boy, you couldn't be more right about that. I have a very dear friend. Her name is Mindy Lockard, and Mindy is the person in Oregon who her account is the Oregon Athletic Department. She is the one who coaches Oregon athletes. She's been doing it for 20 years. Oregon athletes for what to say, what not to say, and so on. Good lineage in her family, by the way. Her nephew is Justin Herbert, but that is very true. So they're going to say what they're told, and really nothing more beyond that. And finally, I don't share the concern over over a whiteout in beautiful, hot and exciting Starkville. 61,000 whiteout in Starkville is not exactly going into Beaver Stadium in Happy Valley with 106,572. I heard Bear call it a trap game. Bear, I must be looking at the wrong schedule, because I'm seeing, I know that the Georgia game is the 13th, but the Mississippi State game, to my schedule, sits between UAB and Arkansas. So is your concern that it is 2 weeks ahead of the Arkansas game?
No, Chris, it's a fact that we throw up a stinker on the road every year, the Hypolair. It's like clockwork.
Well,
I've got BVS.
I don't disagree with that. Yeah, I don't disagree with that, but I don't.
Must not act like it's not possible that there could be something going on, something stupid happened in the locker room, and we go down there and stub our toe. That's all I'm saying.
Your point is well taken. If that's going to happen, I don't know. Arkansas makes sense because we haven't seemingly won in Arkansas since 1836. But Mississippi State, I don't know. I'm not too concerned about Davis Wade Stadium. Be that as it may, we shall see. I'm with you on the cowbells. The dumbest. The only thing more cringy and ridiculous in college sports than that, the yell leaders at Texas A&M. That's just, So what can I say?
I would throw calling the Hogs right in that conversation for cringiest tradition, but
it's awful.
Yeah, we don't have to get too far into that. Christopher Gabriel taking a few with us here this afternoon. CG, we had an explosive show yesterday. Tennessee makes the switch back to Adidas after 12 years with Nike. You would think that talking about laundry would not inspire such vitriol amongst our fans, but a very divisive topic, to put it mildly. Your thoughts on Tennessee ditching the swoosh to go back to Adidas?
Well, this is something that you and I have talked privately about a number of times, and I have a lot of thoughts on this, and I'm going to start it with this. I've always been a Nike person. I didn't like the uniforms. I didn't like the merchandise. I just didn't really like anything. I've always been a Nike guy. In my closet at home, I have things from Nike, from Converse, from Under Armour, Lululemon. I have a Tennessee shirt from Lululemon. A number of these. I don't have a single thing in my closet from Adidas. Now, having said that, and maybe I'll start here. When I lived in Fargo in January and February, every day you would look up at the sky and you would see different shades of gray with a little bit of white mixed in. It was just miserable day after day after day. And you could stand out in the front of my broadcast center and scream and whine and then get on the radio and scream and whine and do a monologue about it and complain about the cold and the bitterness and the wind and the snow and the ice. You could do that till the cows came home, and who the hell knows where the cows went anyway. You could do that all day. And you know what, Russ? That weather didn't change. Mysteriously, that weather didn't change. And the next day, you can do the same thing, Russ, and that weather didn't change. So as I look at this situation, I don't like that we moved to Adidas, but I think the key point in this discussion, in this issue right now, is what came out, and there were three words: Nike didn't counter. And it's like the gal that you dig in school and you really want to go on a date. She wants to give you no time at all, and she's popular with other guys. And finally you say, you know what? There's this other gal that's been interested in me. I think I should at least look at her because she's smart, she's funny, she's attractive, and you do that. And you made the comment earlier in the program here that Danny White has done so many great things, and he has. And you're right. You're also right about the fact that Danny White could say that asteroids have been falling throughout the country and they're going to be coming to Tennessee soon. And people would, at least half the fan base would say, oh, Danny said it. It's got to be right. But in this case, we're talking about a multi-million-dollar deal. We don't know what the numbers are, but we're talking about a guy who is a shrewd businessman. Yeah, he's the director of athletics, but he is a shrewd businessman. He has helped put Tennessee through his leadership, through his motivation, through his level of expectations that he has put on all the coaches and all the athletes on the men's and women's side of Tennessee athletics. He has raised the bar exponentially. He's no dummy. And he didn't suddenly drop in IQ overnight. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt that whatever Nike was even thinking about offering, the fact that they didn't is not a reason to have the same potential offer, the same numbers at Adidas, and him say, you know what? I don't like that Nike didn't counter. So because of that, we're going to switch our entire branding to a new department, to a new company that we've been with before. Everybody hated them before, or most people couldn't stand them before. We're going to do that anyway, just for spite. Danny's not going to do that. So I think what we have here is it's a two-part story as I see it. Part one is the deal has been made, the deal has been done, and we can scream and yell what we want, and it's been done. Prepared for part one of this, guys, to give Danny the benefit of the doubt and say he's doing the right thing by us. He's going to get financial latitude for NIL and the athletic department by doing this. The TPRA, the Tennessee Public Records Act, somebody in that town, whether it's Adam Sparks or someone, needs to file a Public Records Act so we can hear and see the numbers of what this deal is. Because some people will say, well, you don't deserve to know the numbers. Yeah, we do. If we're spending our hard-earned money, meaning fans, we get in for free, obviously. But if fans are spending their hard-earned dollars on tickets, on donating to the athletic department just to have the right to buy tickets and to pay for parking and to pay for merchandise and to pay for hotels and restaurants, then gosh darn it, they have a right to know what's in the deal. How is this going to benefit the school that I went to, the school that I support, the school that I love? So part one is I'm going to give Danny the benefit of the doubt because he's made so many great decisions. Part two is a different story. Part two is how they're going to look. How are the teams going to look? Because we don't need to rehash how hideously awful a lot of those uniforms were. Baseball looked like a beer softball league on the south side of Chicago. Embarrassing. Some of those uniforms were awful. The football uniforms. Hello, I'm a can of mustard. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely awful. But businesses evolve. Restaurants evolve. And corporate entities evolve. And I've got to believe that, and I think Adam may have written this, but I've heard it already, that Tennessee is being put on the pedestal. And I hear the comparison being Oregon and Nike. And from what I've been able to gather, the phone calls, the people that I've spoken to in the last couple of days, that's pretty accurate. If Adidas is going to follow through and market Tennessee to the level that we see Oregon marketed, you go into Times Square, you'll see Oregon billboards. You go into stores in New York City, in Philly, in Boston, there's Oregon merchandise everywhere. I expect to see Tennessee merchandise everywhere. And aside from the folks that always want to denigrate Tennessee's color, listen, rival fans can say what they want. We all do that, right? We all do that. It's a fact that Tennessee merchandise sells. I don't need to listen to friends of mine, media buddies of mine in Lexington, Athens, Gainesville, Baton Rouge tell me, you're a color, you know what? Let me email you some of the numbers and then get back to me on that. Because while Tennessee has had a decade, we had our decade of dysfunction. The decade of dysfunction didn't necessarily extend to merchandise. So Tennessee has always been a hot item. So can Adidas come through with that? I'd like to think they can. I'd like to think they have evolved and understand the mistakes they made. I think another key point in this is that the designs remain in-house. New York or Los Angeles or Berlin or wherever designing something for the University of friggin' Tennessee in Knoxville, somebody who doesn't understand our culture. And when I say our, no, I haven't lived there, but I've been a fan for over 50 years. So don't email me and give me all that nonsense. I'm not interested.
You've got an orange card.
Thank you. They don't know our culture. They don't know Tennessee culture the way Tennesseans do. So keep it in-house and keep the designers here and let them, Adidas, work with us. I am absolutely willing to say, show me. Let's take a page out of Missouri, not Eli, and say, show me. Show me what you got. Come through for us, because if you do, you're going to win everybody over. I totally understand the fans who have a lot of trepidation. I totally get it. I would never try to tell somebody otherwise. I just think that the deal is done, and screaming and whining and moaning and being upset about it, okay, we give yourselves a day, right? When we have a bad loss, we talked about bad loss against Arkansas, or every other year, the loss in Gainesville, we give ourselves a day to get ticked off, and then we move on. So we had our day, maybe 2 days. We've had time to think about this. And now it's time to move on, and let's just, why not stay together? Hey, you know what? Maybe they're going to get it right. Maybe Danny White understood what he was doing here. Because you know what? If Danny White didn't know what he was doing here, and if Adidas doesn't come through, I am going to be delighted to call you and say, please book me on the show so I can hammer everybody.
Christopher Gabriel with us this afternoon. He is fired up, focused, and prepared, as Philip Fulmer used to say. CG, we are almost 2 weeks out, about 2 weeks out from kickoff, and you've seen all the offseason storylines. Of course, the quarterback controversy coming into the season. You've got the Boo Carter storylines, his mom on social media, whatever's going on there. 2 weeks out, CG, holistically, how are we feeling? Do you feel better about the upcoming season? Worse? About the same?
I'm going to say, Russ, I'm hopeful. And to the options that you gave me, I'm going to say I'm feeling a little better. And, I'm generally an optimist, but I'm also a realist. I like the fact that the Syracuse game, we're not going to face the kid who played quarterback for them last year. Because that kid who came from Ohio State, that kid could play. You've met my brother. You guys have all met my brother-in-law, Kevin. We'll be coming in for the Oklahoma game. And guy, by the way, hello to East Tennessee, and I hope I get to meet just a ton of you as we do every year. That kid could really play. And of course, Kevin, Syracuse alum, he said he's 50. By the way, he's 50-50 on whether he's going to root for his alma mater or Tennessee in that game. But I tell you, I think I'd like to think that we're going to be a little better than people think. Maybe I have too much blind confidence in what we're going to look like on offense. We had a great rushing attack last year, but we had no balance. We don't need to rehash all of that, but I do think that I've said all along that I thought Joey was going to win the job, and that's absolutely nothing against George. George McIntyre, he's there and he's going to get his time, but it's not going to be this year. Nothing against Jake. Absolutely nothing. He's a talent, and he seems like from what I can see and hear, people talking to me, he's a real team guy. But listen, the MO for Josh Heupel is if he can, he wants an experienced quarterback running his offense. And while Joey is experienced, he's got 2 years under his belt. He's learning the offense. He's behind Jake Merklinger. But how many of us, and boy, I might be touching on sacred ground here, and I understand that ahead of time. Hendon Hooker. How many of us legitimately, honestly, truthfully thought that Hendon Hooker was going to have the kind of year that he had in 22? How many of us really thought that Jalen Hyatt was going to have the kind of year that he had in 22? I mean, that LSU game that year was, for me, was the game, and that pass in the deep corner for the touchdown that went, we went up 2 or 3 scores. That to me was the moment that said, this program is bad, and this team is much better than anybody thought they were. Well, maybe we're going to look at something like that this year. Maybe not, right? Maybe not. There's a lot of naysayers, and I get it. But I'm going to go glass half full on this and say, you got a guy back there who is not afraid to extend the field. He is not afraid to fling it inside of the opening of a needle. He's just not afraid to do that. And I would rather have another interception or two at the same time getting 2 or 3 deep balls completed, much less going for a score. I feel like that's the kind of mentality. When you watch him on film, Joey, I feel like that's the kind of mentality he has. Mike Matthews, he's got a lot to prove. He's obviously a big-time talent, but he's got a lot to prove. Lou Carter, he's got a lot to prove. I don't know if he's going to be playing on offense at all or not. I have no idea. But I do think if we can get healthy, heaven forbid, that offensively, I feel like we're going to be a little better than a lot of folks think. Defensively, we ran Heupel and Banks ran so many players in and out last year, especially the front seven. I feel like that unit's going to be okay. Again, it's how many times do we look at the secondary and wonder, how's the secondary going to be? Obviously, the health is going to be an issue. I think we're going to be a little bit better than I'm hopeful, Russ. I like a win in the Syracuse game. East Tennessee State, same thing. Georgia coming to Neyland. It's become a foregone conclusion that we seem to it's going to be an L. We'll see. A win against UAB, Mississippi State, Arkansas coming in. And I am telling you, boys, I don't know where you're at with that game, but I not only want to win that game, I want to beat the living hell out of them. That game last year, I can still see Nico running out of bounds, for heaven's sake.
Ugh.
It's painful to think about. But even more so is the fact that when we had them down early, relatively big in the second, we should have destroyed them, and we didn't. And then there's Alabama and so on, but we'll get to all that later. I'm hopeful. I think we're going to be better than folks think. Russ, you, me, Bear, Jace, we've all talked before, and we've all been surprised. So why not we look at this year as we're going to be surprised on the positive side? And if this team shows us something in the Syracuse game, it's early, but maybe we're going to look at that Syracuse game. Maybe we're going to say, hey, we're a little better here. We're a little better there. We're what we thought we'd be here. Maybe this team's going to be able to do some things and find their way back to the playoff as we work our way through the season.
This Heupel guy, CG, I mean, he consistently delivers above expectations. He has ever since he's been here. We were sitting here having the same conversation about 8 or 9 wins last year, and they got 10. So we have been pleasantly surprised, as you put it before. Hopefully that will be the case again this year. Christopher Gabriel, you can hear him weekday mornings on KMJ Fresno. He has his orange card, as we say. He has carte blanche here, or carte orange, I guess, as the case may be.
Orange it is.
Here in East Tennessee. CG, great stuff, my man. Anything else on your mind that's been, you've got a minute or two here if you want to go ahead and use it however you see fit. Anything else that you feel the need to rant on before we let you go?
Well, I think that we are in some good times now. I think we are really in some good times for the athletic department. And you look at men's basketball, women's basketball. You look at, of course, baseball. So many good things happening, and I think one of the reasons, one of the barriers for that is when you see the plethora of rival fans coming on Tennessee threads on social media and deciding to share their wisdom when they aren't even invited to the party. I think this is the time, instead of being negative, and Lord knows, man, I can get as negative as anybody, but I think now is the time to kind of turn things around and embrace the fact that we've got an athletic department that sells out in football, that is getting 18, 19, 20,000 for men's basketball, that's packing them in 10, 12,000 for women's basketball, that sells out softball, that sells out baseball. We're coming to the season that we all love the most, and let's look to the season with an expectation of this team is going to be at least 9 wins. We think that's what the bar should be. You know, as opposed to the amount of people that are always going on Twitter with, oh, it's garbage, this program's overrated, Heupel's about, just turning it around once in a while and saying, I think that this is going to be a better year than we thought. It's not the worst thing in the world to try to be positive about it. And then, you know what? If they don't have a good year, then we can all have at it and say, here's the reasons why we're ticked off. Have 10 of them. I just say, turn around, be a little positive. We're getting through the dog days of summer. All of you out there, you're not White Sox fans, so at least you don't have to be burdened with that. I know about the Braves, I understand, but you're not White Sox fans. Summer, for me, is merely a countdown to college football because I have absolutely nothing to watch on the south side of Chicago.
CG, have a glass of tea, settle down. You got 2 more weeks, my friend.
Right on. Hey, man, thanks as always. Love you guys.
Love you too, brother. Christopher Gabriel, KMJ Fresno, has left the building, ladies and gentlemen. Mic drop. Wow. He is fired up. He's got thoughts. He's got feelings. Very optimistic guy, CG.
He is.
He defines living in his hopes and not his fears.
Yeah. Just nothing but positive energy from him.
No, absolutely. Yeah, I got
and a lot of it.
Yeah, I got to ask him 2 questions.
It's true.
That 20-minute interview. All right, stay with us. It is The Drive here on Fan Run Radio. Open up the phone lines to you, 865-966-3435. Your number, if you want to hop on, now's a good time to take your shot. Call or text the show at 865-966-3435. More Fan Run Radio coming up.
The Drive. Can't get enough Fan Run Radio? Download the free Fan Run app and take the best Tennessee sports conversations with you wherever you go.
Hello, is Tina there?
Who's this?
Yeah, this is Vince from the hit reality show Wives Don't Tell. Tina applied for our show to confess that her husband won't go to the doctor to get his erectile dysfunction checked. She said she's ready for a guy that can bring the heat.
All right, what the hell is going on? You know you're talking to her husband right now? Tina!
Well, she wrote the application that her man's performance is questionable. She's basically married to a coffee table. She also said, we live within driving distance to Men's Pro Knoxville, but he's too scared to get a blood test.
Oh my, she is done. She is so done.
Gotcha, Mike. It's Nephew Tommy. Ain't no reality show. It's a prank. Men's Pro Knoxville is the real deal, fellas. Local experts, test results in minutes. Call 865-544-8220 or hit menspronknoxville.com before your lady books a new co-star. Men's Pro Knoxville, making it happen.
Got a problem tree looming over your home? Call ECR Total Landscapes. Whether it's trimming, removal, or storm cleanup, our certified pros get the job done safely and efficiently. We're licensed, insured, and ready 24/7 for emergency calls. Big or small, we cut them all. ECR Total Landscapes. Call now for a free estimate, 865-384-2012, and mention promo code FANRUN for free stump grinding on any tree removal now through the end of the year. Also, visit us at ecrtotallandscapes.com.
Citizens National Bank. We make it easy to save money. Get access to thousands of discounts on shopping, dining, and travel with the CNB Plus Perks account. It's a powerful new way to save money with roadside assistance, cell phone protection, identity theft protection, and credit monitoring. Banking at CNB has its perks. Call or stop by a branch for more details.
Citizens National Bank. Banking never felt so good.
Member FDIC.
Located in Knoxville's historic Old City, Barley's offers great food, live music, the best draft beer selection in town, and now your new favorite place to watch sports. Their indoor projector is perfect for any weather, and they've revamped their upstairs area with more TVs to take in all of the action. Their menu features hand-battered chicken tenders, juicy burgers, fresh salads, and the tastiest pizza in Knoxville. You can enjoy their happy hour drink specials daily from open until 6 p.m. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
Good afternoon. THP is trying to clean up a wreck north of Knoxville on 75 northbound past Raccoon Valley as you head up into Anderson County. Again, they're trying to clean that wreck up as we speak. A few rain showers moving through certain parts of East Tennessee this afternoon, especially north of Knoxville on 75. Be careful. If your check engine light comes on, Google search Knucklebusters Amco Knoxville. Amco, serving East Tennessee since 1962.
Drive continues. Hour number one of the show today, presented by our friends at ECR Total Landscapes, now offering free stump grinding services to Fan Run Radio listeners. That's right. You call our friends at ECR Total Landscapes, book them for a tree job, and they will grind your stump for free. That sounded dirty. They will grind the stump, get rid of the stumps in your yard when they cut your tree down for free. Just mention promo code FANRUN when you call ECR Total Landscapes, online at ECRTotalLandscapes.com. I'm Russell Smith alongside Bear, Jason Walker Smith, no relation, doing the thing on a Thursday afternoon. The Jamborees are tonight, Bear. Well, there's two Jamborees now. They split them up.
I think my
quick old man rant right here.
Sure thing.
Please.
Lemonade ready?
You see, back in my day, Walker, we used to have the Jamboree in Neyland Stadium. It was a great thing.
I remember it.
It was free. Everybody could just walk in there, and you saw every team in Knoxville play for a quarter. It was wonderful. It was a great experience for the kids, the coaches, the local broadcasters got to go up and use the professional radio booths at Neyland Stadium. And then Butch Jones came along. We can't have the Jamborees. We don't want to tear up the field. Blah, blah, blah. And we haven't had it back since. It's an outrage.
How long ago was it? Because I remember seeing Webb play in the Jamboree.
They did it one year. They brought it back for, I want to say, 1 year.
And it was awesome.
Well, I mean, it's just a terrible thing because having the Jamboree is not what ruined the damn grass. It was Butch Jones' psychotic decision to want it green year-round. And the kind of turf that we have doesn't...
He was a grass expert.
He was not.
He certainly
He was. A complete moron.
He was on the grass.
Butch Jones is
knows all about grass.
No, we got Jamborees tonight at Central, and then tomorrow at Farragut. And Jesse Smithy is having his deal up there at Carson Newman. Shout out Jesse Smithy this afternoon on the show. And then, next week, they have Alcoa Maryville is next Thursday.
Wow.
What?
We're starting with Alcoa Maryville.
That's crazy. Zero action?
Now you're doing the thing to me. Will somebody double check that, please? I'm pretty sure that is the Mark Packer rivalry Packer Thursday.
I wasn't doubting you. I'm just like,
well, now I'm doubting me.
That's like, remember in the old days when like either Florida State and Miami would get together week one?
Yeah. Well, in
the two evil empires.
And it's a week from Saturday that Houston Crest's Bulldogs have a debt to pay.
Yeah.
Cheaters never prosper.
You're a debt, Houston.
And we're going to find out tomorrow. There's a lot of reckoning going on. Tomorrow, Michigan is going to have to answer for their role in Cockgate.
Cockgate. I've given up hope on anything.
Yeah, I don't know that anything's going to happen.
Ever being served on Cockgate
to
us
done.
Or to Clemson.
Cockgate. South Carolina.
Pardon me?
It was South Carolina.
But
justice. Oh, justice for Clemson. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who cares about them? I just want justice.
Well, because
think
we
about
were
justice.
the two
I don't care
schools
if anybody
that,
else has it. I just care when my justice is infringed upon.
I mean, they were the college football playoff was manipulated by Michigan.
It is a damn outrage. Let's get Phil in here to start things off. Good afternoon, Phil. You're on the drive. It's Fan Run Radio.
Boys, hey, Debbie.
What's up, Philly?
How you and Barry doing?
Doing well. How are you, sir?
I just heard the show. I enjoyed Utah yesterday. It was a stimulating phone call.
We had some world-class voluntary reaction-worthy meltdowns on the show yesterday. Jamie Utah, Stevie was in rare form, a couple of others.
Yeah.
I mean, they made you look mild in comparison, Phil.
Well, I've got plenty of time to make up for it, so just wait till they lay an egg in one of these games, and it'll get ugly.
I know it will.
At least you're honest.
I hope it's not Mississippi State. But Barrett did bring a good point. It may not be a trap game, but you know good well they think they can beat Tennessee.
Well, trap game is a poor choice of words. I meant to say, and I think CG got mixed up. We've got Arkansas at home this year, but Mississippi State on the road. If you look at the schedule, that's the road game we really probably shouldn't lose.
Yeah, and Arkansas is a must-win. You've got to win the game or your season's toast. They beat us 6 straight times. It's time to kick that butt.
Have they really beat us 6 straight now?
Who? Arkansas? Oh, man, how is that possible?
Are you kidding me, Phil?
It's a disgrace.
When was the last time we beat them?
Hey, I'd go back to Fulmer.
Yeah, I mean, it can't be the Witten game. That can't be the last time we've beaten Arkansas in football.
I think it is.
Somebody look it up.
Are you on it, Walker?
Yeah, I'm looking it up.
Surely we beat them one of those years. I mean,
because we used to torment them.
Well, I remember there was the year the Joe Adams punt return debacle where they turned on the Benny Hill theme on us. And then there was the year that Butch lost at home and we were playing third down for what while they're running out the clock in Neyland Stadium. That was a highlight.
Yeah, we have lost 4 in a row.
When's the last time we beat them?
Last time we beat them was November 10th, 2007, 34-13.
That was Fulmer, wasn't it?
Yeah, and we had lost to them the year before in 2006.
That is a sneaky, irritating Tennessee fact that
we lost 4 in a row to Arkansas. No, CG's right. We need to take out some frustrations.
We
need to roast the hog.
Assert our dominance.
We need to smoke them when they come up here.
They got a pretty good quarterback, though. It's not going to be an easy task.
He's good.
One more thing, guys. This wearing these gray crap, that needs to come to an end. I don't give a dang what shoe company you got. This gray, that's a mentality of a loser is wear gray. Butch Jones brought it in here. Get rid of it. See you.
Gray.
Butch Jones is ass.
Wearing gray is for losers.
I mean, historically speaking, he's got a point.
Gray shorts right now.
That's tough.
I mean, the Confederacy, they wore gray.
Oh, man.
They lost.
Kids love them. The kids love the smoky grays, Bear. I don't think they're going anywhere.
Apparently, they do.
No, I'll tell you who's wore the smoky grays out is a baseball team.
Well,
Tony loves them.
Gray looks good.
You going to tell the kid? You going to tell the kids and Tony V?
That's her Friday night.
You're taking away their smoky gray?
The Friday night grays? No, it doesn't bother. Like, I think if I saw, I'll tell you what makes a good looking uniform for the most part and what doesn't.
Okay.
Winning. Like if people are happy, you're in that uniform and you've just beaten Georgia, that's a good looking uniform.
You're telling me
you get beat 44-6. And I hate that uniform. Sick of it.
Those dingy gray pants Georgia likes to wear.
I don't know. Those Texas A&M basketball uniforms, I think they could have gone undefeated and they still would have looked bad.
I still think that's the milkman thing or whatever the hell y'all called it.
Stay with us. The drive continues. Jace will have your top 4 at 4. When we resume, hour number 2 of the drive coming up.
The Drive.
Only 2 more homestands to see your Knoxville Smokies in action. Join us next week for All-You-Can-Eat Wednesday, Titans Night on Thursday, with a chance to win tickets to an upcoming Titans game and autographed jersey. UT Night on Saturday with a free Dylan Sampson bobblehead giveaway, and fireworks both Friday and Saturday night. Don't miss your final chances to see your Smokies play in the brand new Covenant Health Park. Get your tickets now at SmokiesBaseball.com.
Knoxville Smokies.
When it's past high noon, it's time for a vodka soda made with a vodka you've actually heard of. I'm talking White Claw vodka soda made with White Claw premium vodka. JB Smooth Only Drinks vodka soda made with the world's smoothest vodka.
And you can too. Pick you up a bottle of the triple wave filtered vodka that's been distilled 5 times. White Claw premium vodka comes in 4 flavors: black cherry, mango, pineapple, and just vodka. You haven't had vodka like this. No one has. White Claw premium vodka. Please drink responsibly.
A brand built in Tennessee and born from the love of the game. Inward Half revolutionizes golfing comfort. Crafted by a former pro and dedicated enthusiast just like you, our luxury performance wear guarantees you stay cool and comfortable through every swing and every day. We're not just a brand. We've set out to create a lifestyle for those who understand that impeccable style and premium performance are a hole-in-one. Enjoy the walk-in with Inward Half.
Got a flat tire? Strange noise under the hood? Don't stress. Roll into Matlock Tire and Auto Service. From oil changes and brake repairs to brand new tires, Matlock's certified techs do it all. Fast, friendly, and fair priced, Matlock is the home of the price match guarantee. Bring in any competitor's ad and Matlock will match the exact same tire for the exact same price. Matlock Tire and Auto Service. 5 locations in East Tennessee. Visit matlocktireservice.com to find the location nearest you and schedule your appointment.
Is your smile ready for the spotlight? Hi, I'm Dr. Jacob Wilco, and at Knoxville Smiles, we make every visit a reason to smile. From routine cleanings to dazzling cosmetic treatments, our experienced team uses the latest technology to keep your teeth healthy and your smile bright. With a warm, welcoming atmosphere and personalized care, we're here to make sure you leave feeling your best. Don't wait. Your perfect smile is just a call away. Book your appointment today at 865-539-1776 or online at knoxvillesmiles.com. Smile brighter with Knoxville Smiles.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at getethos.com. That's getethos.com.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville, Fan Run Radio.
We really need to get some branded stuff. Shirts, hats, promo items, something professional.
I mean, we could just find a website and order a bunch of it ourselves.
You could, but you're taking a big risk. You don't know the quality, the fit, the timeline. It's a roll of the dice.
Yeah, I guess, but isn't that how everyone does it now?
Not the ones who actually care about how their brand looks. Look, if we're putting our name on it, it needs to be done right. We need SM Athletics.
SM Athletics?
Yeah, they specialize in working with businesses like ours. Apparel, hats, promo gear, but real, customized stuff. They actually care if it turns out right.
Probably a lot better than getting stuck with 100 t-shirts with crooked logos.
Exactly. Plus, they'll walk you through everything. Sizing, colors, material, so it matches the image we're trying to build.
Makes sense. What's the name again?
SM Athletics. Trust me, if you want to look like a real company, not a flea market stand, this is the move. If you're serious about your brand, work with people who are serious about getting it right. SM Athletics.
It's time for the Drive's Top 4 at 4.
Hour number 2 of the drive underway, and it's time for the top 4 at 4. It's brought to you this afternoon by Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria. Jace Brown, what you got?
Thank you. At number 1, Tennessee wide receiver Mike Matthews met with the media just a day after UT announced its new partnership with Adidas. Quote, "I love it," Matthews said. "They're pretty much making us a priority just in terms of football and having us be a college household name of sports. The connection with Adidas is major. I'm really just focused on this upcoming season." And wide receivers coach Kelsey Pope also met with the media and had some high praise for both Matthews and Braylon Staley. Quote, "Those two are tight at the hip. Extra catches, extra meetings. Those two have put in the work."
I guess Staley being out the hamstring, like he could still do the jugs machine, like you can get a mental rep, as Butch Jones would say. Yeah,
it's critical. Keep your timing.
Yeah.
Up.
I mean, we need them, man. They got to get back out there. They've been injury prone, both of them, and They're 12 months or so on campus, and we are depending on them big time.
Put them so far behind where they should be.
We eschewed going into the portal for wide receiver help, and so that we could make these guys happy and feature them as sophomores. And Matthews has at least been out there a little bit. He's had the knee sprain, but Staley, to my knowledge, I guess he practiced maybe the first week.
I think he did.
And then he's been.
Is that the one that tweet? I can't remember who's got what wrong with him.
Brazel had the knee cleanup operation before the season.
Who tweaked the
Staley has a hamstring, and Matthews has a knee sprain. I mean, we've got to keep these guys healthy. I'm interested in Rodarius Jackson and Travis Smith. I would expect some level of freshman growing pains. I'm excited about them long term.
It's a pretty big jump from high school to the SEC. Not many true freshmen can.
We need those guys back, and we need Matthews to be a star. He was a 5-star. We need him to break out.
He's shown flashes of it.
Yeah. At number 2, Coach Kim Caldwell and the Lady Vols are hot on the recruiting trail again after bringing in the number two class of 2025. According to Deshaun London of 247 Sports, UT will host 6'3" center Eve Long for an unofficial visit on September 13th. Long is a 5-star prospect, according to 247 composite rankings, and the number 11 overall player in the class of 2027. Also, 2026 5-star Bella Flemings will take an official visit to Knoxville on October 9th. Flemings is considered the number 11 recruit in the country, according to the 247 composite rankings in the 2026 class.
There hadn't really been another peep about Ruby, has there?
Other than she is pleading not guilty to her charges.
That was somebody else who kicked that door in.
Two doors
crazy on that woman.
Somebody else was fighting in the front yard.
You always leave out the bathroom door. It's 2 doors that got kicked down and one argument.
I mean, you kick one door in, you might as well kick the second one in.
Yeah.
Kind of committed at that point.
Yeah.
Wonder how much money Adidas is going to give to the women's basketball team. You know who the president of women's basketball is at Adidas?
Yeah, it's Candace Parker. I've got that written in my notes. I was going to ask you, how much did Candace, being director of women's, the women's basketball?
Man, that's why I want to see the deal. It's like who's getting kickbacks here? I'm not even saying like shady, like illegal kickbacks, but I mean, I would like to know.
I mean, there's different ways of looking at it.
It's a good point to bring up, Walker, because we read this yesterday. We read the story, and it's like $5 million in NIL direct payments or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That's not all for football.
No, it's for all the sports. It's supposed to be.
Yeah, so you're going to have to carve out some of that for men's basketball. You're going to have to carve out some for women's basketball.
Carve out some for baseball.
I would imagine you're going to have a baseball and softball. I mean, you don't think Carlin Pickens is going to be one of the Adidas athletes when this kicks in? Well, she'll be done by then, but
you'd have to think there'll probably be a couple from football, but I expect there to be one from each of the other major sports teams.
Yeah.
Women's basketball, baseball, and then softball. I mean, one of the best softball. I think this makes it easy. It helps us continue to be in everything school, which we all seem to love. We all agree. But being good at everything takes a lot of money.
We all seem to love until you're losing to Arkansas or Mississippi State or South Carolina in football, and you're like, to hell with everything else. I'll never want this to happen again.
Yeah. Well, look,
I don't know, man.
You don't know. We
really enjoy the hell out of basketball and baseball.
You do this every year. You're the first one in line when we're losing to Arkansas.
Man.
Forsake everything else. Get me somebody who can tackle Taylon Green.
I don't think I said that. Doesn't sound like something I would do or say.
It sounds exactly like. Yeah, I mean, I cleaned it up a little bit there. Give me somebody who will murder Taylon Green and eat his ACL, drink blood from his skull at midfield.
Well, yeah.
It's more along the lines of what you would say.
Like we did back in the 90s to people. Go ahead, Jace.
At number 3, fans hoping for a college football version of the NFL Red Zone following a deal between ESPN and the NFL might have to wait a bit for some complicated wrinkles to be ironed out. Rights will have a lot to do with it. While the NFL's television rights deals are relatively consolidated, college footballs are not, and that could create some serious hurdles to a college red zone package. According to a report from Front Office Sports, Fox Sports could be a significant hurdle in the race to produce a college red zone offering. Fox carries the big noon game of the week in the Big Ten, as well as other conference offerings for both the Big Ten and the Big 12.
But
yeah,
all
I mean,
the
that makes sense.
But all the networks are able to cooperate. In the NFL, I mean, it's Fox and NBC and ESPN and CBS.
Well, that's because in the NFL, all those Sunday games, like they're broadcasted by different companies, but they're all shown outside of local TV on YouTube TV.
It's all the same league. Like the
Yes.
AFC and NFC aren't in competition with each other.
Yes. Whereas with college football, like if you're on YouTube TV and you try and get a quad box that includes a Fox game and an ESPN game, some of the time they won't let you put them together because the companies want you to watch just theirs.
That's completely stupid. It's brain dead. If we're going to go forward, we got to get rid of this antiquated stuff. We can do exactly what the NFL's doing. I want college football power, the Power 4 red zone.
Well, then
make it happen.
You're going to have to get rid of the conferences.
Yeah, you're going to have
which
to.
I'm not necessarily against.
I think that I'm surprised that Fox would be resistant to it. You would think that Fox, ESPN, CBS, all the players on the TV side of things would get together and just let the universities know, hey, this channel is going to be a thing.
If you're Fox, why would you want ESPN to have any control over your product?
Because I would go in there with my attorneys and say, look, our logo is going to be, I can't remember, it starts with a C, whatever their branding is on the film, that would be a deal breaker.
But you don't think that ESPN, if they're in control of that red zone channel, isn't going to tilt the coverage and feed? You're watching Red Zone, and they're watching 4 or 5 games, but there's a game or two that they're really watching, they're focusing in on. You don't think that ESPN is going to force people's attention and snack cake Fox, so to speak?
I don't know. I really don't.
Yeah, you do.
No, I really don't.
Yes, they're going to get rid. Yes, they're going to play up their properties and play down properties they don't own.
Yeah, but if they're going to be, and also in business, if they're going to be selling people subscriptions and stuff, they're going to turn their nose up at the Big Ten markets in Ohio, and Michigan specifically. They're going to.
Yeah, that's what they're doing. I mean, like you watch Sports Center, they're going to focus in on. I mean, that's just how it is.
Sports Center's one thing, but then don't tell us you're going to bring us college football red zone when you have no way of doing it.
Well, that's probably why they're not going to do it. Or they're going to have, just the ESPN version, the ones that they have rights to will be a part of that, and the Big Ten will not.
It's dumb.
And at number 4, the NCAA Committee on Infractions' long-awaited ruling of the University of Michigan's advanced scouting case will be publicly announced Friday, sources told ESPN, as involved parties were made aware of the upcoming release today. The NCAA is expected to hold a news conference early Friday afternoon to detail the findings. It could mark the conclusion of one of the most explosive, strange, and controversial cases in the long history of NCAA enforcement.
So it sounds like Sharon Moore is going to be suspended for 2 games this season. That's kind of what's already been hinted at. Mm-hmm. What else is, and this is going to be interesting because, back in the day, the NCAA would have just come in and slammed somebody, even Michigan, and said, like, there's nothing you can do about it. This is the rules. Now it's like the NCAA has to say, how much is Michigan going to let us slam them? Like how much punishment are they going to take before they try and drag us into court or something, at which point we lose? I'm really interested to see what happens tomorrow with the Michigan sign stealing scandal.
Cockgate.
Are they going to impose recruiting restrictions?
I don't see this getting to a postseason ban. if that's what
I
we're
mean,
thinking.
is it going to be?
I'd assume fines.
What did Belichick get for? What they get for Spygate? They got a slap on the wrist, didn't they?
Spygate. They didn't really get anything.
Brady was suspended for those games.
That
There
was
was a
Deflategate.
huge
That was
fine.
Deflategate.
Oh, there were fines and draft picks and all that stuff.
All that stuff
But
got
again,
destroyed.
again, Barrett, you're comparing the NFL to college football. The NFL, there are stern rules, and you don't break them, and they'll punish anybody. There's not a lot of recourse there.
Well, I mean, do you think anything's going to happen to them tomorrow? Should anything? I mean, Harbaugh's gone.
I mean, I would imagine show cause for Harbaugh, to which he will chuckle and be like, yeah, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I'd imagine a show cause for Connor Stallions, which he's out of college football. But are there going to be, there's going to be a suspension for Sherrone Moore. He deleted some texts on his phone. There were other people, whoever. It's been a while since I've gone over all the particulars. I'd imagine there'll be like individual punishments, but will there be program punishments, recruiting restrictions, and things like that? Will they have to forfeit wins?
Oh, probably.
I don't see it getting that far. Forfeiting
wins?
I don't think.
That's what they love doing, because it absolutely it really doesn't matter in the grand. Everybody knows that the games that Michigan won. But yeah, I think they could forfeit some wins.
I don't
the
think
NCAA.
it gets that
You
far.
go to the NCAA. That's an old favorite of theirs.
Yeah, it used to be, but now I don't think the NCAA is at the point to be doing that type of stuff anymore.
That's the one thing they can do, and they're not. Nobody's going to take them to court for making them vacate wins.
Who's the last? Were we the last school to get
vacated wins?
And we didn't even really get hammered, but
from the Pruitt year,
yeah.
we did. Yeah.
You think we got hammered?
No.
Oh,
we got off easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, who was the last
Where the
football
people-
program to get hammered?
I can't remember off the top of my head.
Missouri.
Oh, Missouri. Yeah, right
When was
before us.
that?
For telling about a year before us, for telling the truth like we did.
Mhm.
That was a big risk we took.
I don't think vacated wins is really gonna be in the question for this, especially since it's been so long. I don't know. It feels.
I mean, hell, it was a long. They do that all the time, man. Or they used to. They haven't
Well,
done
we'll
it in a
find
long
out
time.
tomorrow. They're going to hold a press conference to announce those penalties, such as they are. So we'll keep our eyes peeled. 865-966-3435. Yeah, the Top 4 brought to you this afternoon by Barley's Pizzeria and Tap Room. They've got sports trivia there tonight at 7. Go flex a mental muscle down at Barley's in the Old City. Tell your bartender, your waitress, you heard us talking about it right here on Fan Run Radio. Who's next, boys?
DR is next.
DR Vol. You're on the drive. Fan Run Radio. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, guys. So Philly said that wearing gray is for losers. Does that mean Cosmo Chris wears gray?
Oh,
That's unfortunate.
She didn't say he was a loser. She said it was a
Yes,
loser.
he's been a loser.
She said this is a loser situation.
I think she insinuated he was a loser that night, though. He took it very well, though.
She called us all losers.
Yeah,
if you
that's
really,
what
which,
Yeah.
That's a point.
Well, yeah, I did kind of self-reflect because I felt like she was even including the listeners. I was like, well, after a loss, we're sitting here listening, calling in, crying, complaining. Maybe it is a loser situation. Russ, I'm proud of you for surviving your own 9/11 yesterday.
Oh, man.
He had his moments. Who was it
Yeah.
that got you? You said you'd kind of processed it, and then somebody got you mad again.
It was me.
It was, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
You or Jamie won, or both.
Yesterday's show was just incredible. I mean, Jamie, giving up his fandomship, and then the Danny White supremacist. That was an all-time line. I'll give Stevie that. I laughed out loud.
To be 100% accurate, not everybody listened to the show. So Jamie did not renounce his fanship. He walked that back a little bit.
He
But
walked it back, yeah.
He was Lenore City livid, Maryville mad, Petros pissed.
He's right, though. I don't even mean just this situation. I mean, I'm sure you could find old tweets back when Dave Hart tried to eliminate the ladies in the Lady Vols, and I'm sure people went along with that, too.
What was it? The Murderers Row went from DR to Jamie to Rando to Philly. It's a hell of a stretch yesterday afternoon. A lot of negativity.
Yeah, that's why I liked it. I mean, it reminded me of like it kind of reminded me of Ashley Schaefer Vols call after we got beat by, I think it was Ohio State.
Lord.
Remember that when he said he hated the fan base? He hated Josh Heupel and hated Nico.
And then he said he hated himself too, didn't he?
Yeah. God, I can't wait. I don't want to lose, but man, it does make those losses more fun. And shout out to you, Bear, man. I mean, the change of you at the beginning of the show yesterday to the end seems like you were a shareholder for Adidas. It was incredible.
You like that?
It was awesome. Kind of reminded me of Rocky IV. I think about you a lot when I watch Rocky IV. You know how the crowd, they're cheering for Ivan Drago at the beginning, and at the end they're pulling for Rocky. That's kind of how Bear was with Adidas yesterday.
Except Bear's the opposite. You know, he's cheering for Drago all the way through.
Oh, yeah. You know, Apollo fell. He wanted Apollo to fall, but the Berlin Wall to not
That's
fall.
it.
You have a good day, guys.
That's a damn lie. Just an outrageous damn lie. And I'm forced to call out immediately. I did not root for Apollo to fall.
What do they call the people who never gave up on the South in the Civil War? The
inbred?
Lost causers.
I don't know.
They say the South will rise again.
I just call them complete morons.
Bear says the Berlin Wall will rise again.
No.
We're bringing it back. He's not giving up on the gulags will be back, the whole 9 yards.
Have you ever been to Berlin, Russ?
I've heard Berlin, the band, Take My Breath Away. Take my breath away. Oh, man, it makes me think of Kelly McGinnis in her prime.
Is it McGinnis or McGillis?
Whatever.
Just asking.
Stay with us. The drive continues. 865-966-3435 if you want to call or text to the show today. 865-966-3435. We've got some other non-uniform topics to get into here today. We'll roll through a couple of things we didn't have time for yesterday. When we continue, more of your phone calls as well. Stay with us.
The Drive, the flagship station for Tennessee fans. This is Fan Run Radio.
For over 3 years, Crumble Cookies has served the Knoxville area. From Clinton Highway to Parkside Drive, even our friends out in Maryville have reached you, our fans, with the best cookies in the game. This fall, Crumble is gearing up for yet another fantastic season. Whether you're tailgating or looking for a pick-me-up after getting the kids from school, Crumble has you covered. Download the Crumble app to check out this week's rewards and features. And stop on by. Tell them Fan Run sent you, but don't miss the cookies.
Life is more fun with the Good Life checking account from Citizens National Bank, offering extra benefits including bank travel. Experience the magic of the holiday season with a festive getaway to Charleston and Savannah. From twinkling lights to charming carriage rides, this trip immerses you in Southern holiday traditions. Join them by calling 865-429-7935.
Citizens National Bank. Banking never felt so good.
Member FDIC.
Got a problem tree looming over your home? Call ECR Total Landscapes. Whether it's trimming, removal, or storm cleanup, our certified pros get the job done safely and efficiently. We're licensed, insured, and ready 24/7 for emergency calls. Big or small, we cut them all. ECR Total Landscapes. Call now for a free estimate, 865-384-2012, and mention promo code FANRUN for free stump grinding on any tree removal now through the end of the year. Also, visit us at ecrtotallandscapes.com.
Hey, folks, if you're in need of a lawyer, you need to call my friend Jerry Givens. I've known Jerry since high school and can personally vouch for him. He's East Tennessee through and through. And if you're going through a divorce, bankruptcy, or a DUI case, you'll need someone you can trust on your side to help you navigate the local legal system. You can trust Jerry Givens. Call the law offices of Jerry Givens today at 865-801-9250 to schedule your free consultation. That's 801-9250.
Ready to launch your career? Axle Logistics is a leading third-party logistics company where excellence is an energy. With an award-winning culture, Axle proves that positive outcomes come from a positive environment and a work hard, play hard mentality. At Axle, the drive for success is infectious. And with an uncapped commission structure, hard work isn't just noticed, it's rewarded. For those with big goals and even bigger dreams, Axel Logistics is the place to start your career.
Afternoon, steady flow of traffic right now. Alcoa Highway as it gets heavier, headed back towards the Blount County area, leaving Knox County as it picks up on Broadway through the Fountain City area. There was a little bit of radar earlier on the backside of Sharps Ridge there on 640, just before you get to Washington Pike between Broadway and Washington Pike. They were running a little bit of radar earlier. If your check engine light comes on, don't panic. Just Google search Knuckle Busters Amco Knoxville. Amco, serving East Tennessee since 1962. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
Derek says, don't break out the orange pants this year. They're a curse.
They are. They ought to send those orange helmets to.
Well, look, we're talking about two different things now. The pants and the helmets. I like the orange helmet.
Orange helmet's got awful.
Laundry didn't lose us a game.
Did not.
No, but it didn't help wearing that damn orange helmet. Ain't nothing
didn't
laundry
hurt.
about it. It's god awful.
Which orange helmet game? Like, which game is this?
There's only one.
There's only
only one.
Worn once, and it should have been. They should have been burned.
Am I like forgetting what game we?
Yes,
wore
you
this
are.
in?
You blocked it from your memory. South Carolina, 2022.
Oh, we
Cockgate.
did wear the
Hendon
orange
Hooker
helmets
blowing
that
his
game.
damn knee out.
I forgot about the orange helmet part of that.
Cockgate. They dumped like 3 feet of sand on that damn field, and it blew his knee out.
I have done everything in my power to forget that day happened.
Well, I'm glad you've been successful. It's haunted me.
Kansas has received an unprecedented $300 million gift from donor David Booth, believed to be among the largest single gifts in the history of college athletics, and obviously the largest in school history for Kansas.
They just got a $300 million donation to the athletic department.
For what?
From one guy.
Just for players, or are they like going to announce some
Well,
renovations to the field house soon?
They have redone their stadium. Their stadium looks nice.
Yeah.
Really nice looking renovation that
Well,
Kansas
they've got
did.
one of the coolest gyms, and I mean, it's historic.
They are planning to allocate $75 million of Booth's gifts toward launching the second phase of its ongoing transformation of David Booth Kansas Memorial Stadium. He gives his name on the stadium. And construction of the surrounding Gateway District. So remember, I do remember this. They announced this a year or so ago, maybe even 2 years ago.
They're going to have a district like we are.
Yep. They're going to do the entertainment district around the stadium. So
I mean, they are revenue generators. I mean, look down around Smokies Park, downtown, Covenant Healthcare.
yeah, they'll be knocking down G10. Although I have heard that they might be pumping the brakes on that a little bit, but that's sort of Danny's vision, his crowning achievement. You know, he's done the work around Neyland. That's getting cleaned up, kind of coming to an end there. I don't think you're going to see a ton of Neyland Stadium construction the next couple of years. You've got the basketball arena at the Riverside Club that should be just a 1 year and done project, and then obviously the baseball stadium. After that, I think it's going to be that entertainment district. And
so the south end zone stuff's almost done.
Yeah.
End of an era. Pour one out for the troughs, boys.
Oh, not the troughs.
There's still I mean, if you want the trough, Bear, I'm sure you can find a trough in there.
They got to just leave one trough in the whole building.
I think on
Just
the east side of the stadium, where like they are not doing many renovations, like it's still
they're from
whatever
like A
it
to
was
D.
in the 80s.
Section A to section like D.
And probably before that. I'm sure there's some troughs back there.
Well, that's tracks. That's usually mainly there's a lot of students, the band.
Yeah.
Sit over on that side. Visiting teams.
Students still get the troughs. Yeah, man, $300 million that'll buy you a lot of facility over there. If I'm Kansas, I'm like, yeah, man,
I wish I was that rich. Just call UT out.
If I'm a Kansas fan, I'm like, hey, let's take a chunk of this and go buy some players because that's what they need.
Buy some football players.
They've got obviously a great basketball program. Their baseball is. We got Maui Ahuna there for Big 12. I think they do well.
But man, they're gonna have to pay a super duper premium to get kids to come
for football.
Yeah. Out there in the middle of nowhere.
I mean, some dude just gave him $300 million. Like, I would. Here's $1 million for a left tackle. Here's $1 million for a running back. Here's $2 million for a quarterback, wide receiver. Get it going. You think if you just did that for 1 year, if you just pumped, like whatever your budget is for NIL, you got $20 million.
Okay.
And you just said, all right, 1 year, we're going to go all in. We're going to add, and we're going to double that 1 year, an extra $20 million. None of our opponents are doing this. And we're going to buy, the premium positions, tackle, quarterback, receiver, cornerback, edge rusher. We're just going to invest in those, have superstars at all those positions. And we're a school like Kansas or Texas Tech.
I mean, that's what Texas Tech is doing.
Yeah, but they're going to be able to keep going. If you could do it for just 1 year, do you think there would be a residual? Do you think that would be enough to get it going if you win 10 games, make the playoffs that year, to where you'd be on the map, to where it raises the rest of your recruiting profile to, okay, you might not be signing that kind of class every year, but you'd be in a better situation than you were the year before when nobody wanted to come?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, Florida State went down that road 1 year, and the next year they won, 2 games? They're the worst team.
But they have a blue blood pedigree.
That's true.
Kids love to go to Florida State, or used to anyway.
I don't know. We'll find out with Texas Tech this year, but I think that guy's going to continue.
Yeah, he's going to keep doing it.
I don't know that you can do it for 1 year unless you just get lightning in a bottle and you got to hit on every transfer. The chemistry's got to be right. They've got to be able to come in and pick up whatever it is you're doing. Your systems need to be super easy to get acclimated to. I don't know. That's an interesting question.
How about the Dodgers kind of falling apart down the stretch here?
How about the Brewers?
Did you see who scored the winning run to sweep the Dodgers?
I did not.
The Christian Moore.
Hey,
scored from second.
Yeah, he's back.
Well done, sir. Yeah, the Brewers. All right, so here's like the Brewers would just run away from the Cubs.
Yes,
they're up like 7.5 games in that division. The Brewers have won more games than anybody in baseball.
Yeah,
they have won 12 games in a row, and for the third time in its history, George Webb Restaurants in Milwaukee is going to make good on its promise of giving away free hamburgers as part of a long-standing promotion to celebrate the 12 wins in a row. So this is like a long-time Milwaukee institution, George Webb Restaurants. They're giving away free burgers to Milwaukee. Everybody.
Seems like a bad idea.
Yeah, I mean, it seems expensive, doesn't it? Like,
yes.
Unless
they buy special, you can do it on the cheap, but
well, the free they're limiting to it, so it's a 4-hour deal, right? They're giving away. It'll be Wednesday, I guess, next week from 2 until 6 p.m. Central Time at all 23 restaurants. That's still a lot of burgers.
Yeah, but
23
it's also,
restaurants.
But it's 2 to 6. People aren't normally going out looking for free, even free when it between 2 and 6.
That's a good point. I think there will be a lot of people. Vouchers for a burger at a later date will be will be available at all the locations starting Friday. So I guess that means like they can't.
They're going to
service everybody, so like they're going to give some away, but some people are just going to have to take a voucher. I mean, Milwaukee's a big city.
Yeah, it's a big place. It's just 26 restaurants in one city.
It's a lot.
Hungry fans are welcome to stop by any location for a free juicy burger and some camaraderie with fellow baseball fans, the restaurant said on its website. This goes all the way back to the 1940s when Milwaukee only had a minor league team. George Webb promised free burgers if the local baseball team won 17 consecutive games. They dropped it down to 13 games by the time that the Braves had moved to Milwaukee in the 1950s. and that happened in 1953, I believe. And then they changed it to 12 games when the Brewers moved from Seattle in 1970. Do you know who the Brewers were, what their name was in 1970 in Seattle, Bear? A little baseball trivia for you here.
I have no clue.
They were there for 1 year.
No idea.
Anybody?
No.
They were the Seattle Pilots.
Oh, I've heard that name.
Like pilot whales or pilots?
The Pilots.
Like air
They,
pilots.
yeah, because that was the year Jim Bouton was playing for them in the Yankees when he wrote the classic Ball 4, which is a must-read baseball book if anybody has not read that. But, yep, so they are giving away burgers. They accomplished the feat a second time in 2018, closing the regular season with 8 victories, followed by 4 playoff wins. That must have been fun. Led to 90,000 free burgers being given away in addition to 100,000 redeemable vouchers.
Well, 90,000 burgers, yeah.
That's a lot of cheeseburgers.
If they have the amount of burgers necessary to do it, it's a pretty cool promotion. That fact that it goes back almost more than a century. You said
There's no way like that's their regular. I don't know. Maybe their cost, as long as they keep their cost, it might not be that much.
So 90,000 divided by 23, that's it's 3,900, almost 4,000 burgers per location. Which that's not how it divvied up. There were probably like a handful of locations that did the bulk of that work.
Oh man,
I'll be interested to see how they get them all ready. Like I wonder if they've got a commissary somewhere where you can just really crank out.
They have a guy or two.
They got the guy.
They got a guy or two to do 90,000 burgers.
They have a burger guy.
No,
a burger guy.
It'd be a giant commissary job.
Hey, Steve, we got some bad news, buddy. We're going to need you to work a double Wednesday.
On your 5-foot griddle, you're going to try and make 4,000 burgers.
You know, it's the one guy that's been there for a while, but he knows the grill like the back of his hand, and like this is the day he's been waiting for.
Nah, it's going to come out of a commissary.
It's grill. You're on the grill all day. How many can you grill?
I don't know if I like those kind of work days, you know. See how much you can do today. Those are the worst.
They're not great. But what if it's this guy's moment? It's the Super Bowl.
That's just silly to even talk about.
Yeah.
I don't think he looks at it.
He
that
probably
way, Walker.
doesn't. He probably doesn't.
I think he's checking the one ads. He's like, man, if I quit now.
If I quit now, I don't have to make 50,000 more burgers.
Yeah, imagine being the manager like at that place, telling your team, all right, guys, here's the thing. we got a big event coming up this week.
Are you
all hands on deck?
Are you telling your team, hey, just slow it down a little bit today? You know, it's not going to matter whether we are going fast or not. People are going to be here.
That's just, there's no way to serve that many. I don't know. The busiest burger joint I've ever seen was In-N-Out.
Oh, yeah. The
That
place
was
is a
just-
well-oiled machine.
It's pretty good. But I don't know how many. I was sitting there trying to figure out like how many burgers I wonder that one place I went to cranks out.
I redeemed the coupon that Cody gave me last night at, I guess we're giving it away for free here, Jim and Nick's. That sandwich coupon.
Oh, I found mine.
Went there, got me some mac and cheese and some greens. And
good deal.
Went home and pigged out. Yep.
It's good
Sandwich
stuff.
wasn't the biggest in the world, but it was tasty.
Got the job done.
Is Whataburger open on Cumberland now? Is that what I heard? You got to walk to it.
I don't think so.
It is.
It
It
is?
is open.
That kind of rules me out. So
yeah, I'm not going there.
You ain't walking. I mean, I'm sure you could park close to it and walk in.
I don't know, man. It's hard to find parking. The other thing, I don't like driving down around there doing so much construction off Cumberland. There's just stuff everywhere. I tell you, you end up getting some kind of screw or nail in your tire, and then you got to deal with that. I'll just wait till the one in Turkey Creek opens up. What I bet Butler's living there though.
The Whataburger fanatics will be out in full force. Rush Probst is back.
Where I heard that. Where'd he get a job at?
Wait, you don't know about Rush Probst, Walker?
No.
You got to do some homework, buddy.
The youngins don't know, man. I mean, it's Rush Probst. He's been around for a long time, but
Yeah,
there
two
was a
families.
show and there's a Tennessee tie here, Walker. There was a reality TV show on MTV like 20 plus years ago called Two-A-Days. And Rush Probst was the head coach at Hoover High School in Birmingham. And they were this huge powerhouse. And his defensive coordinator was a young Jeremy Pruitt.
Oh, man.
Yes, Jeremy Pruitt, people forget, was a reality TV show star before he was anybody he was a high school football coach down there. TV. And Probst, he ended up getting fired there. He has had he's
got 2 families.
Okay, Bear, you're trying to Bear just you can be having the setup of a lifetime here. And Bear just coming you could be telling the funniest joke ever. And Bear will just jump in and tell you the punchline before you've even gotten to the setup.
Go ahead.
Rush Probst had like 10 high school jobs. He's just totally shady guy.
Yeah.
And it did come out at one point that he had 2 families.
Yeah, I'm looking it up here. His Google lists 2 spouses. So
he had like a family in one town and a family in the next town, like wife and kids and the whole 9 yards.
That's crazy.
And didn't he get he's been busted cheating, paying players? There might have even been performance enhancing drugs.
Did Cornbread work for him? Did they cross paths?
You're looking right at me. Yes, yeah, they coached together at Hoover High School. He's been everywhere, and he's got to be like 100 years old now. This guy is Methuselah. He is named the interim head coach at Coosa Christian, and I have nowhere where Coosa is. Coosa Christian, following the suspension of lead man Mark O'Brien. When you have a high school football program and you've had to suspend your head coach, presumably for doing something he shouldn't have been doing, you want a man of integrity to be able to come in there and lead your program at that point, right?
Yeah, a real big figurehead guy, that guys are going to like, that type of person.
You want somebody who can come in and lend a steady hand to a ship that has gone adrift. That's when you call in Rush Probst. That would be like, Miami in the 1980s when it went off the rails there under Jimmy Johnson and Dennis Erickson. Be like, you know what? We have become a halfway house. This is a renegade program. There's only one man. There's only one man who can fix this. Barry Switzer, come on down. We're going to hand you the keys to our program here and see if you can't clean up this mess that we've created, because we need to instill some much needed discipline and integrity to our football program.
It would have been like us hiring Probst after we got rid of Pruitt to try and clean up the mess he left.
So it's a little crazy. It's in Gadsden.
I've driven
Alabama.
through there before.
Which tracks?
Yeah. 5 state championships at Hoover.
I mean,
it's not nothing. 5 in 8 or 9 years.
He can coach a little bit.
Yep.
He can also recruit.
Led Colquitt County, was a head coach at Colquitt County School in Georgia, Valdosta, Georgia, and Pell City, Alabama.
Valdosta.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Coming up on the drive, we'll get back to these busy phone lines. If you want to call in the show, a couple lines available now. If you want to jump in, 865-966-3435, your number to get on the show. 966-3435. Call or text us. We're back with more right after this.
The Drive. Streaming worldwide at fanrunradio.com and on the free Fan Run app. This is Big Orange Country's sports talk radio superstation. Fan Run Radio, Knoxville.
Hello, is Tina there?
Who's this?
Yeah, this is Vince from the hit reality show Wives Don't Tell. Tina applied for our show to confess that her husband won't go to the doctor to get his erectile dysfunction checked. She said she's ready for a guy that can bring the heat.
All right, what the hell is going on? You're talking to her husband right now? Tina!
Well, she wrote the application that her man's performance is questionable. She's basically married to a coffee table. She also said, we live within driving distance to Men's Pro Knoxville, but he's too scared to get a blood test.
Oh my, she is done. She is so done.
Gotcha, Mike. It's nephew Tommy. Ain't no reality show. It's a prank. Men's Pro Knoxville is the real deal, fellas. Local experts, test results in minutes. Call 865-544-8220 or hit menspronknoxville.com before your lady books a new co-star. Men's Pro Knoxville, making it happen.
Hi, I'm Dr. Mike Costa at Knoxville Smiles. Here at Knoxville Smiles, we're all about making it easier for you to see the dentist. That's why we're now open until 7 p.m. on Tuesdays and Thursdays. If going to the dentist in the morning or during normal business hours doesn't fit your busy schedule, come see us a little later. Call 865-539-1776 to schedule your appointment, or just visit us online at knoxvillesmiles.com. Smile brighter with Knoxville Smiles.
Whether you're heading to work, taking the kids to school, or planning your next road trip, your car needs to be ready for the ride. Hi, I'm Russell Smith, and I've been a customer at Matlock Tire and Auto Service for about as long as I've been driving. For me, it all comes down to trust. Look, I'm not a car guy, and I just don't want to get taken advantage of on car maintenance costs. Matlock Tire Service is a family-owned and operated business, and they wouldn't have made it this long if they hadn't been providing trustworthy service you can depend on. They're the home of the price match guarantee, which means you can bring in any competitor's ad, and Matlock will match the exact same tire for the exact same price. I've bought a lot of tires at Matlock over the years, and I always go there for my oil changes. You should too. They've got locations in Farragut, Hardin Valley, Lenoir City, Maryville, and Athens. Visit their website, matlocktireservice.com, to find the location nearest you and schedule your appointment. Tell them Fan Run Radio sent you. Honest service, quality work, dependable care. Matlock Tire and Auto Service.
Located in Knoxville's historic Old City, Barley's offers great food, live music, the best draft beer selection in town, and now your new favorite place to watch sports. Their indoor projector is perfect for any weather, and they've revamped their upstairs area with more TVs to take in all of the action. Their menu features hand-battered chicken tenders, juicy burgers, fresh salads, and the tastiest pizza in Knoxville. You can enjoy their happy hour drink specials daily from open until 6 p.m. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
Good afternoon, T-Dot. Sorting out a couple of wrecks we had earlier out here in West Knoxville. It's gotten heavier through downtown on 40 West to 17th Street. Stop and go now Broadway through the Fountain City area. Watching it pick up here in the last few minutes on that Holston River Bridge going outbound there on I-40 as you head out through East Knox County and around Strawberry Plains Pike. Don't miss the Atlanta Braves Alumni Golf Tournament September 15th at Aguati Farms in Blount County. For more information, log on to fosteringhope.tn.com. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
The drive continues. Rain coming down in the West Knoxville area this afternoon. Be careful if you're out and about listening to the show here this afternoon. You know these sorority dance videos that come out every year about this time? It's like I've just noticed this the last 3 or 4 years.
Really cringe.
It's like a recruiting pitch.
I was going to say, is it cool or cringe?
I hate it.
Cringe, but we're
dudes.
We're dudes. Ranging in age from early 20s to middle aged.
It's a recruiting pitch?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Who are they trying to recruit?
Girls that join their sorority.
Yeah.
Give their sorority a lot of money.
Other vapid. I don't
People
know.
that look
I'm not
like
gonna
them.
go off
Yeah,
there.
that's who they're recruiting.
Babes.
Hot chicks.
So like 15-year-old girls, 15-year-old attractive young girls see this and they're like, yeah, I want to be dancing. I want to shake my butt in my Daisy Dukes.
Is that like boys growing up being like, I want to play football for
Yeah.
Tennessee?
So it's aimed at women. See, I didn't know that. I thought they were just doing it to do it.
I think
for
it's,
fun.
it's probably a little bit of both. It's like, hey, look at us, we can dance, but also,
They seem
hey,
to be
do you want to
enjoying
come?
themselves, Russ.
Exactly. Like, do you want to come be a part of this culture or something? I don't know.
So like they get together, they choreograph, like you have an idea, we're going to choreograph the dance, and they got to spend all day practicing it.
I would
And
imagine.
then they probably hire like a
choreographer,
like a professional photojournalist, like somebody video, because a lot of them are panning shots and the
they've
camera's
definitely
moving
got.
and
They're on.
zooming and
They're probably on one of those rigs. Yeah, they put some money into it. Those things have a lot of those places have a lot of money to spend.
Yeah,
typically the rich kids.
Well, I remember, I wasn't in a fraternity, but I think we all spent time, if you went to UT on frat row, at some point you went in around one of those houses. Or I was walking by them the other day for to go to a baseball game, right? Like they're nice.
The fraternity
but they're not
houses
the palaces
are kind of a whole nother story from sororities. I feel like on a level of like cleanliness and
I guess so.
And they've got according to Cody, I've never been over there, but Cody does a lot of Ubering on campus. In the new sorority row, I think he said it's like really nice when you
palatial.
Get over there. Yeah. Like I said, those kids have
That's
a lot
been
of
my
money.
impression when I drive by there. I guess if, as the father of a daughter, like there probably is, like if you have that kind of money, that it's probably a little bit of peace of mind knowing that, like my daughter is going to be tucked away in a secure section of campus with other women and not, in
unless
presidential courtyard or whatever.
I don't know. I mean, unless they're just going out with armed guards when they go out.
Oh, the college is just such a racket now, man.
Money wise,
yeah,
and
like it's expensive, and those buildings are nice. Like it's amazing when you walk around there how much better everything looks. But maybe this is just me being another old man rant. Like I think that was part of for me, the fun of going to college. It was pretty Spartan. I don't feel like we needed much, man. I knew that every morning I could get up and go over to the Presidential, and they have whatever kind of cereal I wanted there. They had a Chick-fil-A and a Pizza Hut inside Presidential when I was there. That's like what I lived off of. And that was fine, man. It was fun. It was a blast. Those 2 years I lived on campus.
It was almost 30 years ago, dude. Times change.
But I would rather, as a parent, I would rather be able to afford that. Like I can afford that. Like the prices are just astronomical and the education isn't any better. The job market isn't any better than it was. It's arguably worse, both of those things.
I've read some articles where it would be more like make better financial sense to seriously like going to a trade school.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think a lot of people are doing that. And I just wonder, it's like, man, because it's not just Tennessee, man. It's all the SEC schools, all the big state schools. It's like, when are we going to get, because these kids are taking on astronomical levels of debt to go to these places.
Just about never repay.
The loans are like non-refundable. They're non-forgivable. And then.
And they don't care if you got a job or not.
Yeah, and then you get out and you don't have a job. That's what I told my daughter. My daughter's a senior, and it's like, look, like we'll help you however we can, whatever that looks like. But if you go to a big college like this where it's going to cost a lot of money, you're going to have to show me a plan. Like we're not just going to go and major in general studies or whatever, and then you get out and you've got $40,000 in student debt. And you don't have a job because you never really settled on something. If you decide I want to be a graphic designer, or I want to be a lawyer, I want to be whatever, and it's like, okay, like here's the path to do that. I take these classes, I get this degree, I get this internship, I do this practicum, I get this entry level job, and then boom, I'm off on this path. And okay, we can have that conversation, but just understand, like you're like.
Well, I mean, the one
me, or both of us are going to be saddled with a lot of debt in order to finance this. So it better be worth it. I don't want you to get that degree, have that level of debt, and then come back to me talking about, I don't know if I really want to do this. I'm going to go, deliver pizza for a year.
Yeah. I mean, what I told my son, what I've always told him is it's all right to go to school. It's, I wouldn't advise it. You need to be very careful about buying money, student loans, borrowing money to do it. I said, but the key to it is, you have to make sure that when you get out, it's going to allow you to get a job where you can afford to pay back how much you spent to get the degree. I mean, you hit it nail on the head. You can't go for general studies. That's just silly.
Walker, Jace, this conversation hitting a little close to home, I sense.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit.
We are doing that.
Yeah, right in the midst.
Right in the midst of it.
Living the dream, huh?
Truly.
Some might call it that.
Yeah.
Big student loans?
Not really. It was really like the only loans that I took out were just for housing over here. Like most of my school was paid for, but living over here was the only thing I'm behind on.
Yeah, we crack on y'all's generation a lot, but like that's the one thing I feel so sorry for you guys. It's just the housing prices and the scarcity of housing and the prices that I remember like.
How much?
I had a series of 2-bedroom apartments my last year of college, and then like my first year or two out that were, I seem to remember, $525 a month.
Yeah,
and nice places.
It was like that up until probably around 2010, 2011.
What's a nice 2-bedroom unit cost now?
In total, it's a nice one,
like one of those units off Paper Mill, Sutter's Mill, London Town, all that stuff.
Those ones aren't as cheap. If you're like looking for those, it's probably around like 1,900, something like
those?
that.
For a 2-bedroom?
Because I've seen
that's where I was. That $525 a month.
Right now, I'm in a 1-bedroom with my girlfriend. We just moved in. We're splitting $1,400 a month.
Yep.
Yeah, most one bedroom pretty much. I've noticed that because I was just curious and something flashed up on Facebook, so I started looking at it. But most 1-bedroom apartments in Knoxville, it's almost like they're colluding. They're all like between $1,300 and $1,500.
Yeah.
Well, it's especially in Knoxville with just the student housing situation. Like it's just they're going to jack up the price because students are going to have to pay it because there's not enough places to live for students in Knoxville right now.
Limited supply, a lot of demand.
They've also they're springing up everywhere in odd places. Like there's a whole one apartment building over there off Clinton Highway, kind of near the Emerald Club, kind of across the street.
Okay.
You know that stretch.
It's been a while since I've been there.
Remember where the old Morris Motel used to be? They've refurbished that into an apartment.
You just
building.
walk over to the Emerald Club.
I guess you could. It's up the hill.
Are they nice looking? See, that's the thing. Like,
you're never getting me to rent an apartment that used to be the Morris Motel on Clinton Highway.
I don't know. Was that a seedy joint?
I mean, it was like a trap house kind of thing. Do you not remember that? It was on the right as you go up, as you're going up Clinton Highway towards like Walmart and Shad Road and all that.
I mean, that
north.
I see all these new places being built like down on campus, and they're all really nice. And I'm just like, I don't know. My mind is like, hey, just set up a couple of like what we used to. I mean, we weren't living in shacks or anything, but you had a 2-bedroom apartment with a bathroom and a nice kitchenette and everything. And didn't cost an arm and a leg.
Roommate, didn't you?
Yeah.
It's like, so yeah, we could live like, it was like $250 a month in the 90s. Your monthly nut for an apartment was, I mean, everything with the good cable
and the
like maybe $450, $500.
Average salary hasn't gone up that much either.
No. People are making a lot more now. I wasn't ever making, back when I was in school and cooking around town, I wasn't making $15 an hour, Russ.
The cost of living is just higher, though.
Yeah. I mean, for those types of jobs, they are. But like, what is the median salary is probably like what, mid 55 grand a year or something like that in America.
I
if that, yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like back when I was getting out, it was like 40 grand. Yeah. Like that was the number. It's like, man, if you get a job where you're making 40 grand a year in 2002, like you're not getting rich, but like you're good.
Yeah, you're surviving. You're living a little bit.
You're going out on the weekends.
You're living. You're saving a little bit. You're okay at that point. Anything above that, like you're balling.
Yeah, you ain't going without a whole lot.
And it's that, but it's not that much higher, is what I'm saying. Now, maybe $10,000, $15,000 a year higher, and the rent rates have quadrupled.
Yeah, because people can't afford to buy houses right now.
This has been the Economics Hour on the Drive.
Yeah, we're on the porch
with Russell and Bear. Stay with us. We've got a third hour. We'll hit the reset button for those of you just joining us, talking about the Adidas fallout from that announcement yesterday, and Michigan about to step up onto the docket tomorrow, learn their fate for the sign stealing scandal. Connor Stallions, remember that? Yeah. Situation finally coming to a head. Top 5 at 5 up next. Stay with us.
The Drive.
only 2 more homestands to see your Knoxville Smokies in action. Join us next week for All You Can Eat Wednesday, Titans Night on Thursday, with a chance to win tickets to an upcoming Titans game and autographed jersey. UT Night on Saturday with a free Dylan Sampson bobblehead giveaway, and fireworks both Friday and Saturday night. Don't miss your final chances to see your Smokies play in the brand new Covenant Health Park. Get your tickets now at smokiesbaseball.com.
When it's past high noon, it's time for a vodka soda made with a vodka you've actually heard of. I'm talking White Claw vodka soda made with White Claw premium vodka. JB Smooth only drinks vodka soda made with the world's smoothest vodka.
And you can too. Pick you up a bottle of the triple wave filtered vodka that's been distilled 5 times. White Claw premium vodka comes in 4 flavors: black cherry, mango, pineapple, and just vodka. You haven't had vodka like this. No one has. White Claw premium vodka. Please drink responsibly.
A brand built in Tennessee and born from the love of the game. Inward Half revolutionizes golfing comfort. Crafted by a former pro and dedicated enthusiast just like you, our luxury performance wear guarantees you stay cool and comfortable through every swing and every day. We're not just a brand. We've set out to create a lifestyle for those who understand that impeccable style and premium performance are a hole-in-one. Enjoy the walk-in with Inward Half.
Blackford Veterinary Surgery Referral specializes in surgeries not regularly performed by your pet's general veterinarian. They're currently accepting referrals from vets all across the country. With their newly renovated state-of-the-art surgery center and highly trained staff, clients can rely on professional and thorough care. If your vet says that your pet needs surgery or rehab, ask for a referral to Blackford Vet and let them get your best friend back on its feet. Located conveniently in West Knoxville. For more information, visit blackfordvetsurgery.com.
Hey Knoxville! Surfside iced tea and vodka, made with real brewed tea, is only 100 calories, 2 grams of sugar, with no bubbles and no troubles. That's right, zero carbonation, so it's easy to sip and enjoy. Headed to a game day or party at a friend's house? Bring an iced tea or lemonade variety pack from Surfside, or try their green tea and new raspberry tea vodka. Find the can with the sunset stripes this season. Surfside iced tea and vodka, sold at bars, restaurants, and stores near you. Surfside iced tea and vodka, sunshine in a can. Must be 21 or older. Enjoy responsibly.
Hungry for some mouth-watering barbecue? Then take the quick drive up I-75 to Rickard Ridge for some of the best barbecue you'll ever have. Fall off the bone, Memphis-style baby back ribs, slow-smoked chicken thighs, and fresh hand-cut steaks. Rickard Ridge has something for everyone. Located in Cove Lake State Park with a spectacular view of the Cumberland Mountains, Rickard Ridge. It's more than just dinner, it's a destination. Check out their full menu and catering options online at rickardridgebbq.com.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville, Fan Run Radio.
Attention service members and veterans. Introducing the Griffin Law Firm, your trusted ally in military legal matters. From court martials to benefit claims, at Griffin Law, your mission is their mission. Here's VFL Marshall Griffin.
As a veteran and retired military attorney, I've successfully defended lifelong benefits and helped preserve professional futures. So I know that when you hire a military justice lawyer, you maximize your chance to get relief. With my unique experience, I can advocate for you because there's no military matter that's too big or too small. Let us help you make these critical decisions that could affect the rest of your life. Remain silent. Request counsel. Call Griffin Law.
For a free consultation, call 888-707-4282. That's 888-707-4282. Or just visit griffinlawdefense.com.
It's time for The Drive's Top 5 at 5.
Quitting time on your Thursday, 5 o'clock here on Fan Run Radio. I'm Russell Smith. Thanks for tuning in to The Drive as we get a quick look at the world of sports with Jace Brown. JB, hit it.
Thank you. At number 1, RTI's Ryan Shumpert compiled the numbers thus far for the QBs in the open portions of practice, which might reflect the state of the quarterback race.
I was wondering, like earlier today or yesterday, if anybody took the time to do this.
Yeah.
And I don't know that it matters because they get to see like 10% of practice. So
Right.
there's 90% of the numbers that won't come in. But this will be an interesting exercise. Of course, it was Shumpert.
Right. Yes, it was.
Who compiled these. All right. What are
Yes.
they?
First up, Joey Aguilar completed 91 of 112 passes, while Jake Merklinger has completed 84 of 105 passes, and George McIntyre completed 70 of 83 passes. Drops also play a part here. Tennessee receivers and tight ends dropped 9 of Aguilar's 21 incompletions, 6 of Merklinger's 21 incompletions, and 1 of McIntyre's 13.
All right. So give me the numbers for Aguilar again.
91 of 112.
Live radio. 91 over 112. 91 over 112?
Mm-hmm.
That's 81%.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
This is just routes on air.
Yes, routes on air.
What was Merklinger?
Merklinger was 84 of 105.
Be a little bit lower.
Slightly lower.
80%.
Not nearly as accurate.
And
so,
but Mac
Mac
these are
was 70 of 83.
damn, that's gonna be really
It's
high.
84. 84.3.
Okay. Well, that's absolutely worthless.
Yeah.
I was wondering if somebody would have way higher than the others, but I don't know if there's too much you can read into there.
It's all within a couple of percentage points.
We appreciate Chump the effort.
Yep.
At number 2, Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver Rashee Rice is expected to have his disciplinary hearing with the NFL on September 30th in New York. Sources told Adam Schefter today. Sue Robinson, the former U.S. District Judge who serves as the disciplinary officer jointly appointed by the NFL and NFLPA, is scheduled to hear Rice's disciplinary case. The only other NFL disciplinary hearing she has presided over was Deshaun Watson's in 2022. Rice now is likely to be able to play the first 4 weeks of this season before any potential discipline is imposed for his role in a multi-car crash in Dallas that left multiple people injured during the 2024 offseason.
Didn't he have a gun too? Wasn't that the
I
thing?
think that. I think he had some drugs as well, from what I
and he
recall.
left the scene, he walked away.
Fled the scene, yeah.
Yeah. Probably going to miss a couple of games for that, which the least of you only got sentenced to 30 days in jail for all that. Oh man, you have a wreck that seriously injures people while you're racing on a highway and you get 30 days. That should be, you should be in prison for a year or two at least for that, right?
Yeah.
I mean, what are they doing down there in Texas? That's where that happened, right?
Yes.
Am I missing something?
I mean, they're normally a pretty law and order state.
He was sentenced to 30 days in jail, 5 years probation for his role in the crash. Somebody got hurt. You crash your car. Somebody gets hurt. You leave the scene. Guns and drugs are involved.
How is that not 3 to 5 in Huntsville
Yeah.
State Prison in Texas? At least
I used to have money, I guess.
Yeah.
30 days. You think one of our kids is getting 30 days?
No.
They're going to jail for years.
Yeah, I'm just and I don't know how badly anybody was hurt, but if I was like me or one of my kids or something.
It's a hospital bill at least.
Yeah.
At number 3, LA Chargers quarterback Justin Herbert will make his preseason debut on Saturday against the Rams. Chargers coach Jim Harbaugh said he expects starters to play up to 8 plays, but said not every starter will hit that number in the game, which will be the Chargers' third of the preseason. Herbert has avoided all preseason action up to this point in his career. During his rookie season, when he most likely would have seen action, he didn't have preseason games due to the COVID-19 pandemic. And last year, in Harbaugh's first season as the coach in Los Angeles, Herbert dealt with a plantar fascia injury in his right foot.
I wonder how much they charging to get into these preseason games.
Too much, man.
I mean, you paying to go see a bunch of dudes that are not going to play for the Titans?
No. Like, the only one that I'd give you grace on is the last preseason game. You know, whenever you're seeing a little bit more of the starters and, you know, most of the guys there are, right on the verge of either making the team or getting cut.
Or like if you had kids and your kids wanted to go, I mean, as long as it wasn't stupid price.
Right.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if I've ever been to one. I know I've been offered tickets multiple times, and it's always like,
Only ones I ever went to were the ones they used to have them every once in a while at Neyland Stadium. Believe it or not, the Steelers played the Patriots.
Oh yeah.
Jack
Okay,
Lambert
yeah.
was
I've been.
there.
Schuler came here with the Redskins.
Yes, I was at
Did
that
they
one.
play the Oilers? It was the
can't
Oilers or
remember.
the
It's been
Steelers.
so long, man.
We should host another. The Titans should come here and play a preseason game. Why have the Titans never done a preseason game at Neyland Stadium? That would be awesome.
That'd be cool.
It's really strange how they haven't. Tennessee fans seem to get irritated simply because the Titans don't draft Tennessee players.
Yeah.
That whole weird thing.
Well, yeah. I mean, like, engender a little more loyalty and enthusiasm. Come here, play a game.
Yeah.
They should have
Titans
drafted
play-
Hendo Cinco instead of Will Levis.
They shouldn't have drafted either one of them, but they'll play the Falcons tomorrow night in Atlanta.
You guys watched Hard Knocks yet?
No,
not
I watched the first episode.
Don't
Is that
watch
all
Hard
that's out right
Knocks.
now? Or is it 2?
I think the second one is out as well.
At number 4, Dallas Cowboys owner Jerry Jones said he has dealt with stage 4 melanoma and that an experimental trial drug saved his life. Quote, I was saved by a fabulous treatment and great doctors and a real miracle drug called PD-1 therapy, Jones told the Dallas Morning News on Tuesday. Quote, I went to trials for that PD-1 and it's been one of the greatest medicines. I now have no tumors. Jones told the newspaper he was diagnosed back in June of 2010 and began treatment soon thereafter.
They're doing some wild stuff now with, it's leaps and
It's
bounds.
encouraging, man.
Yeah, with cancer research. Bee venom.
Bee venom?
They've been studying bee venom for
I've
a long
heard
time
about
because
this.
Bee
Yeah.
venom eats cancer.
Really?
I think honeybee venom? I think
I think so.
I'm gonna have to look it back up. It's kind of, I don't know. I mean, I was on a couple of experimental.
Did you hear about the guy in the mid-state who died by the rattlesnake bite?
No.
There was a guy hiking with friends in the mid-state, and he saw a rattlesnake, and he picked it up.
You're kidding me.
And it bit him.
And
he died.
Died?
Wow.
Did you file that one under Darwin Award?
I mean, like, I hate to think that somebody knows this guy and, listening. Like, I don't want to make fun, but FAFO.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I was in, I can't remember where we were walking. It was up in the hills somewhere. We were walking. And I was just kind of glancing over. I'm just thinking, you know what? This looks like the kind of place a rattlesnake would like to hang out. Kind of rocky, dusty, craggy.
Yeah.
Warm.
At least they let you know not to get near them.
Why would you pick one of those things?
Yeah. If you hear the rattle, like, it clearly doesn't want to be messed with. Don't pick it up.
Was he somewhere where he couldn't get treatment? Is it a long way
Dude,
away?
I had a snake story the other day. I didn't tell you guys this.
Not in
so
your house.
I had I was picking up mail for my neighbors who were out of town, and it's at night, and I'm walking over there in my flip flops.
Oh,
and it's dark, and I'm walking up their driveway, and I'm walking up, and I've got like the key in the thing, and I look down, and there is at least
Big
a
old
4
black
foot long black snake right across their doorstep.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
standing right over it.
You know that bad boy's. He's not stopping at the property line.
He's just hanging out, man.
Laying
And
on that warm concrete.
I about urinated down my leg.
Did you take off running to the floppers?
I just carefully walked backwards.
You know they're not
And
poisonous.
it was dark. I know it's not poisonous.
I mean, I would have ran
but
like
it's
a girl,
damn
but-
snake. I'm like, well, the neighbor's gonna have to wait for their mail. I'll come back tomorrow.
I'm unnaturally afraid of snakes.
Not uncommon. But yeah, I mean, I was about to I'm about to
Pay
stepped
cash
on
money
it
to
in
see
my.
that.
Oh my god!
If you've been phone zoned
I
up,
get the
just walking
heebie-jeebies
over
right now
there.
just thinking about it.
If it reared back and bit you on the foot, stepped on it.
Do garden snakes bite you?
I think
Not
so.
really.
They can.
They can. Doesn't do
Not
anything.
venomous.
But
Scratch
I
it
don't
a
want
bit,
to
get
find
an
out.
infection.
Yeah. And at number 5, a man who used a Subway sandwich to attack a federal agent on the streets of Washington, D.C. earlier this week has been charged with felony assault.
Yeah.
The criminal case against Sean Dunn, 37, was announced Wednesday by D.C. U.S. Attorney Janine Pirro, who said in a statement that, quote, the police are not out there to get pushed around or beat up. Dunn was allegedly captured on video Sunday night shouting that a group of federal officers were fascists before whipping his deli sandwich at them and striking a U.S. Customs and Border Protection agent in the chest. Quote, he thought it was funny. Well, he doesn't think it's funny today because we charged him with a felony assault on a police officer, Pirro said in a video posted on X.
Jace just stole my docket story.
Oh, no.
It's okay.
You're just an absolute weasel.
I mean, off the top rope, I can't help it.
It's got to be a pretty sturdy sandwich.
Bear, a legendary drive story. I've been on the receiving end of a sandwich assault.
I'm sorry?
Like,
He's got a lot of sandwich stories.
I know these things can escalate.
Sandwich is a dangerous
If
weapon.
you're gonna tell a sandwich story, I'm just gonna lean back.
Well, so this gets back to what we were just talking about, the good old days when life was simpler. And I wasn't even in radio yet. It was the last job I had before radio. I was working at Quiznos in Westtown Mall.
Oh, yeah.
And it was one of those situations. I think we've all had this situation. If you haven't, I feel sorry for you. But did you ever have a thing where like you and a couple of your buddies just like went over to some place like that and just took it over? Like you have like 3 or 4 of your friends working at the same place.
Yeah.
Just some bullcrap summer job, right?
Yeah, ice cream, TCBY.
And so it was one of those things. A couple of
swimming pools.
There were like 4 or 5 of us that worked at this Quiznos, and we're making sandwiches. And
crack team there.
I don't remember what happened, but one of my friends did something to really piss some guy off. Oh, I do remember. He wanted to return this. He wanted a refund for a sandwich that he didn't like or his wife didn't like for some reason, but they'd like eaten half of it. And so I guess the store policy was like, I don't know what it was, but he was not satisfied. He was really, really angry. And he starts like exchanging words with a friend of mine. And then another friend of mine comes up and is like, hey man, you need to leave. Like you need to leave now. He's like sternly telling
In the
him.
food court.
Yeah, this is my buddy Jeff, likes to fight guy too, right? And he's like, you need to get out of here. And they start like exchanging words and they start spitting at each other.
Oh, no.
Yeah, right there, right over there. Like the guy spits at my buddy Jeff. Like the customer spits at my friend Jeff, and he just spits right back. And I'm just standing there. I'm like, oh my God, this is crazy.
This is going down.
If I had a cell phone, I would have whipped it out and started filming. And so like the guy storms off. This is in the food court at Westtown Mall. Place is packed, man. There's people everywhere. It was like a Saturday afternoon. I mean, it's
300 or
busy.
400 people out there.
This guy comes back. Like he gets like, come on, wife, we're leaving. I don't know his wife's name. And
come on, Lydia.
And he comes back and he has this huge Quiznos sandwich in his arm. And he takes it in front of the mall, everybody, and fires that thing, man, like a Tom Brady tight spiral. And it was like in slow-mo. I see it coming over the counters like, no. And it just hits the back wall of the store and explodes. Boom. Like,
So it wasn't wrapped in the paper.
Lettuce and meat. No, man. Lettuce, meat, bread everywhere. And like it gets real quiet. And there was like it was intense, man. He ended up leaving, thankfully, but there were more words exchanged. And
leave.
Yeah, I think
right now.
I think Paul Blart and mall security got there a couple moments later.
Rode up on his Segway.
Everything okay here?
No, not really.
No.
Wasn't.
Sandwich
they didn't
exploded.
have Segways back then. They used to just roll.
Yeah, no, you just walk up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Walk around the mall. The sanctity of the food court was disturbed. I've never seen anything like that happen out over there.
Oh man, I hope Westtown Mall has like just some backlogs of security camera footage, and then there's a video of that exists somewhere.
The summer of 2000.
We got in trouble.
The Quiznos incident.
Mall cop with Blart. I've told you it's simple. We used to lock the doors.
What?
Like if it was really busy, you'd there were the doors aren't even there anymore. It's where Belk for Women is now. But you'd lock these doors and you go about 50 feet away. There was like these fountains and people throw coins in, but you could sit around them on these little concrete benches. And me and my buddies would lock the doors and go sit down and watch. And people would be talking and just moving and would just bounce off those doors.
That's diabolical.
And these two soccer moms figured out, they turned around and saw one of us giggling. And then it was on.
It was probably Bear threw that sandwich at me.
It could have been Bear.
That would have been awesome if it had been. I would have owned up.
You never had a food court crash out?
No.
Have you ever thrown a sandwich at all?
I normally don't throw food. No.
I cannot think of a single time I've thrown a sandwich as hard as I can.
It's got to be a liberating feeling. Like I think about that guy all the time. It's like, man, what's going through your mind when you're like he had his wife and he's dragging her away and he had the sandwich
Lydia?
in the other hand and just fired that thing.
Man.
You can't say what was said back. You can't remember.
It was he threw that thing like Dolander. I mean,
how mad do you have?
Four-seam fastball coming in hot.
Y'all had to clean up the back wall. Where it hit?
We had to clean it up.
So you think you just left
what
it?
The hell? Why were you spitting? Who started the spitting? The customer? Or your
Yeah,
buddy?
the customer spit at my guy.
That's that.
It would have been on.
He
Right there.
instinctively spit back, and he threw
awesome.
ice at him. That was he spit, and then he because it was right in front of the ice machine. Threw ice at him.
Chucking ice.
Threw ice at the customer.
I'm throwing a chair.
That had
man.
to have been what broke the camel's back.
I'm throwing a
was the
chair.
ice.
There's nothing more disrespect. You can't spit on somebody.
No,
It's
bad.
completely disrespectful. If you want to fight somebody, spit on them. If you're really trying to get somebody to fight you, spit in their face. They'll fight you.
Yeah.
Unless they're just total beta.
Yeah.
Betazoid. They're going to call the cops on you or something, charge for assault.
Yeah.
Spitting's assault.
Yeah.
It is. Now I just want to throw a sandwich as hard as I can. And just apparently it's just something I want to do now.
Maybe that's something we can do as a group. The fan run sandwich toss.
You want to hear how sick I am, boys? I'm excited when I fly back from LA. I'm going to fly back into McGee Tyson right around dinner time, and they've got a Quiznos.
Oh.
I ate Quiznos that year, not even a year, like 6 months or whatever I worked there. They would let us have a free sandwich all the time. And I just, I was 20 years old and didn't have any money. So I would just eat Quiznos every day. I remember they had chicken bacon ranch. It was pretty good. Their Italian was pretty good.
Their Italian was outstanding.
And I would just make myself a big old sandwich, take it home and eat it, and, chips and everything. And I have not eaten Quiznos the day I walked out of there.
You haven't eaten? No desire?
Would never eat there.
I never worked there, so it's still kind of I get all.
I ate it so much,
happy.
I would never want to eat there again.
Because I thought for a time, their pound for pound, they were one of the best sandwiches on the fest.
It was okay. It was okay.
You were at the one at the mall, buddy.
I mean,
Okay.
I don't think they were any better.
He saw how they were made.
It was. I've seen how the sausage was made.
They had that.
It's
They had
not
the
even that. I
triple,
mean,
the triple nozzle thing on your all squeeze bottles where it lay down 3 beads of the sauce on you all the way down your sandwich. That was you guys.
No, we didn't have that.
You sure?
Yeah, it was just like dressing bottles, like the big old you just squeeze them out. Yeah.
Where am I thinking of? Maybe
I don't
that was
know.
You remember Schlotsky's?
I remember Schlotsky's.
I'd
Schlotsky's
kill
Deli.
for a
Where's
Schlotsky's
that?
Reuben right now.
Where was that?
They were another franchise. That's the thing about Quiznos. I read it was a long form article about it, like how badly, if you bought a Quiznos franchise, it was almost
they tanked.
impossible. Yeah, impossible. to
Bring
make
back
money.
Boston Market.
Same thing.
Remember Boston Market over here at Windsor Square?
Had
Delicious.
many,
delicious
The meatloaf.
meats. Yeah, the rotisserie chicken fall off the bone, all the fixings.
Did you ever eat
Great.
Kenny Rogers Roasters over there on
That's
Western?
what I was thinking. They had one here?
Yeah.
Kenny?
You know where
Kenny?
it was over there?
It's the wood that makes it good.
Kind of where, where Long John Silver's, McDonald's, the racetrack, all that is on Western? Right near your old house, your old neighborhood.
I despise broccoli. Vile weed. Stay with us. The drive continues. More Fan Run Radio coming up.
The Drive.
105.7 FM, 1340 AM. Online at fanrunradio.com and streaming on the free Fan Run Radio app. This is Fan Run Radio, Knoxville.
Barley's has live music on weekends, general team trivia on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m., and now live sports trivia courtesy of the Knoxville Trivia Guys every Thursday night upstairs. The game starts at 7 p.m. and is free to play for everyone, so head on down to the Old City and show off your sports knowledge and win gift cards to Barley's. Use those gift cards to buy some delicious food and drinks, and you can take it all in with their wide selection of TVs and indoor projectors. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
This is Coach Josh Heupel. In football and life, you need a solid defense to protect what matters most. That's where Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee comes in. Score peace of mind with Farm Bureau Insurance, the official insurance of the Vols. They're your line of defense. FBITN.com.
This is Baseball VFL Cody Brown. Farm Bureau Insurance is the official insurance of the Tennessee Vols. I'm here to be that line of defense for all your insurance needs. Give me a call at 865-992-3871 and go Vols.
White Claw is taking hard seltzer to new heights with White Claw Surge. At 8% alcohol, White Claw Surge is a stronger wave of refreshment that doesn't compromise on taste. Available in 4 bold waves of flavor like ripe blackberry, citrusy blood orange, zesty natural lime, and tart cranberry. Check out your favorite retailer in-store and online for the White Claw Surge Variety 12-pack and 16-ounce single-serve cans. White Claw Surge. Please drink responsibly.
Ready to launch your career? Axle Logistics is a leading third-party logistics company where excellence is an energy. With an award-winning culture, Axle proves that positive outcomes come from a positive environment and a work hard, play hard mentality. At Axle, the drive for success is infectious. And with an uncapped commission structure, hard work isn't just noticed, it's rewarded. For those with big goals and even bigger dreams, Axle Logistics is the place to start your career.
Are you looking for a treat that will knock it out of the park at the next watch party? Just like your favorite baseball team, Crumble brings the best lineup week to week with an expanded roster that includes key lime pie, strawberry cake, or my personal favorite, Monster featuring M&M candies. Let Crumble treat you to the best cookies in the game. Download the Crumble app and start earning rewards. You can even vote monthly on what flavors you would like to see at any store of your choice. Warmer weather is here, so get to the ballpark, but don't miss the cookies.
Retirement can be scary, but only if you're not prepared. That's why AARP created thisispretirement.org. Because unless you've already retired, you're in pretirement and you still have time to plan. Learn about retirement savings options, potential tax breaks, and how you can build savings over time. Visit thisispretirement.org for free resources to help you customize your action plan and feel the retirement fear disappear. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Looking forward to watching Scott Frost back at UCF. I'm pulling for that guy. I don't know what it is about. I just kind of always kind of like
Frosty. Scott Frost.
Except for when he was running wild on us in the 1997 Orange Bowl. Liked him at UCF anyway.
He was pretty much untackleable in that game, wasn't he?
Yeah, they all were. Was Lawrence Phillips on that team? Was he the guy we couldn't?
Was, yeah. I think
No.
so.
It was Amon Green.
Ooh. Future Packers great at that time.
Yeah, he was a stud too.
Dude, they were so damn loaded. You ever look some of those teams that came off, some of those guys?
The Nebraska teams that won back-to-back national champions. Yeah, they were pretty good. Tommy is next on the drive. Good afternoon, Tommy.
How y'all guys doing this evening?
Tommy Frazier, back in the day, he's a great Nebraska Cornhusker.
Man, he was great. Guys, I know we're beating a dead horse,
with all this uniform talk. But, man, I don't care if these guys come out wearing Wranglers. As long as we put a good product on the field and we win, I don't care. And like y'all was talking about the other day with the NIL income coming in a little bit more than what Nike was giving us. And I understand what you were saying, Russ, with Ohio State, if we got 25, they're going to bump ours up to 34 or 35. I understand that. But, we're getting a little bit better on that aspect of it.
Well, I hope so. And, yeah, I mean, we'll see. The devil's in the details, and we don't have many of the details right now. And I'm with you. I think all fans are fine. It's like, hey, man, we'd rather, I'd rather win in the Butch Jones era Adidas gear than lose in what we're wearing now, which looks pretty good. So, I mean, we're all on the same point. Like I guess my thing is like, why can't you do both? It's like, the uniform stuff is easy to control, man. You ought to look good. You have a $200 million athletic department budget, and you're getting all these high profile brands that you're working with and everything. Like, that should be the easy part. Winning and losing the football games, I understand that. That's hard, but man, there's no excuse this day and age with all the resources and to go out there looking like some of these Adidas schools go out there looking like.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, but you think, last time we was in Adidas, technology's changed, like Barry was saying earlier. They got some kind of machine in there they can probably scan a particular color and reproduce it to perfection. I mean, surely they're not out there just, winging it. But with Scott Frost, I agree with you real quick on that. Scott Frost coming back to UCF, I hope he gets him a national championship out of that.
Yeah,
but,
he went undefeated once, didn't he?
Yeah, I mean, they didn't play nobody, but they kind of beat the hell out of everybody they did.
They were fun to watch, yeah.
But now, guys, I know I posted earlier. I went over, talking about the snake story, I went over the other day to my neighbor, and she was flipping out because she had a snake in her garden. And so I went over there figuring it's going to be an old chicken snake, and which I'd have brought it back to the house, put it in the barn. And sure enough, it was about a 2.5 foot copperhead.
Ooh.
And it was right at her feet. I had to go back to the house, get the shovel, and cut the head off of it. And that head, it moved around for about 5 or 10 minutes there, striking at people.
Damn. You cut the head off a snake and it'll move around?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
That head will keep moving.
There's a chicken got its head cut off. It's a legendary chicken. It lived for months.
With no head?
Yeah, you can look it up.
I'm good.
But real quick, Joey Aguilar, if he's going to get the starting position, is everybody on board with that? I mean, I heard the percentage, what was that, 92 of 112 or 96 of 112 passes? And
yeah, all the completion percentages were about the same. Again, that's for the small portion of practice that the media is allowed to watch. And generally, those are undefended passes, right? It's just quarterback dropping back, throwing. You don't even have offensive linemen out there, right? So they're all 80 to 84% in there. So I don't know how much you can read it, but if they name Aguilar the starter, yeah, I mean, that's what we brought him here to do. Like if Merklinger won it, in a way that would kind of be disappointing, because it's like, man, you looked at all these guys that you looked at, and we tried to get the guy from TCU, we tried to get Luke Altmaier from Illinois, and they just wouldn't come, and we settled on Aguilar. It's like, man, you're wanting him to come in here and win the job. So, I mean, it doesn't mean we're going to be great or anything. I just think it's the expected outcome.
Right. And I'm not really worried about the quarterback play. I'm just worried about the offensive line and the praise that our running backs are getting. And if our defense is as good as it was last year, even a notch better, I think we'll be fine. I think everybody's panicking a little bit too soon. I think, I think we'll be all right. No, we're going to go to the playoffs. Yeah, we'll get to the playoffs. I guarantee it.
You're guaranteeing a playoff appearance this year?
Yeah, we're going to the playoffs.
Wow.
I'll have some of whatever you're drinking.
Smoking the
it's bush
hopium.
light. But no, guys, like I said, I appreciate everything y'all do. Like I said, I just want to hop in, give
Thanks,
my 2
Tommy.
cents. It ain't much. Thanks, guys.
Hey, appreciate it, man. Tommy chiming in there. If you want to jump in, 865-966-3435, your number to get on the show here with us this afternoon. So this just popped up on my Twitter feed. Check this out. This is at Nuclear Golf.
I follow them.
You've got 24 hours to make a hole-in-one on number 7 at Pebble Beach. Kind of a famous, like you're hitting into the green. It's not an island green, but like the sea is behind it.
Yeah, it's got a cliff, right?
Yeah.
That one?
It's playing 100 yards, no wind, not a long shot.
No wind?
No wind. If you make it, you've got 24 hours to make a hole-in-one, right? If you make it, you get $10 million. If you don't, you go to prison for 3 months.
I'm not even going.
Are you participating?
No.
No?
No, because I doubt very seriously whether or not I'd be able to hit a home run and
hit a home run
or hit a hole in one. And I've always said I don't do anything that's going to risk me.
Yeah, you're not even playing with prison.
No, I don't. I'm not built for prison. No. I don't want to be locked up.
I think I'd do it.
I'd probably do it.
And you, I mean, we'd put money on their commissary, Jay. So
Right. Yeah.
Here's the
come
problem.
visit you guys.
Here's the problem. Like you'd have to prepare for it, like be well rested, well fed, you'd have to practice and everything.
I feel like you just have to be good at golf.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Yeah. Well, yeah. You would have to have some golf experience if you've never played. Like, when was the last time you swung a golf club? Like, I would not advise that you do it, but like I
don't like the way you're saying that. Now
I know that I
my
can.
Competitive juices flowing here.
I know that I can. I'm going to get close in 24 hours.
It's a long time.
The thing that would suck is if you didn't get it in the first 10 hours or so, the pressure
just mounts.
You would melt. And that's a long time too. You would be tired. And
it's been 4 years. February of 21. It's the last time I swung.
Putt doesn't count.
No, I mean I went to my friend, some friends of mine for my birthday took me to Top Golf. We went and saw Chance. That's the last time I swung like a real golf club.
I think I'd have to do it, man. 24 hours, just go in there calm, relaxed. You hit you can go through a bucket of balls, 60, 70 balls in half an hour. So.
Yeah, but you're gonna wear yourself out, and then the desperation's gonna kick in.
So that's what I'm saying.
The pressure's gonna build.
I think I could do it.
It's also
you're gonna be in there with nasty Nate Russ.
It's only 3 months. It's only 3 months.
Without
it's only 3 months. He said
3 months is not that long.
Yeah, 3 months is a long time if you're in there with.
Listen, Walker, you're going to have to go put in work for your race. You're going to have to fight. You're going to have to
You're going to have
to
convince people
you're
not Chomo.
Yeah, you're going to have to, well, I mean, you're going to have the right paperwork. You're going in, hey, I lost a bet on it, but that's not going to change anything for the Aryan Nation, man. They're going to want you to go in there and put in work. Man. Yeah.
Because he kind of looks like that.
Walker, I think, would do it because Walker's a big dude. You're about 6'3", 6'4"?
Yeah, 6'4".
Going on 280, something like that.
You'd have to tap into your animal side to survive, but you kind of look like this kid's a podcaster.
I wouldn't lead with I went to Webb.
I would not. That would not be leading.
But they're gonna. You kind of look like this kid. His name's Ian Bick. He went to federal prison for it was like fraud or something. But he said you kind of look like him. He goes. And I walked in there. He had glasses kind of. He goes, I'm already wearing the Chomo glasses. Well, kind of nerdy looking.
Why would you wear those going to prison?
Would not be wearing glasses going to prison.
Can you see?
Yeah, these are blue light. These aren't prescription.
Oh,
you can see enough, right? You just now, Walker. I am interested. Like I think Jace would do well. I think Bear would probably do it. I would do terribly, man. I would just be, I would come out 3 months. Oh my God. If I made it out, I would have a neck tattoo that says precious. It would be awful, just awful. I'd have to think about this carefully, but I'm interested in like Walker. Are you going prison rules? You just walk in there and deck the biggest, baddest dude that you see in the chow line?
No, I'm not going in there
You're gonna
instigating everything.
You're going to try and sit back and fly under the radar.
Again, it's 3 months. I'm not trying to start a war in my first.
He's not going to pull the. What was the guy's
3
name?
months.
The guy's name on Sopranos, and they had him sit back to jail. Feach Lamagna.
Yeah.
When Feach went to jail, he immediately attacked the biggest, meanest guy.
Yeah, I mean that's one way of going. I think he was probably going for a little bit longer. I mean, if you give me the option, I'll just go solitary. I'll just go protective custody. I'll pack up, go PC. I don't
know, man.
I do 3 months on my head, man.
They say that does weird things to people.
3 months?
Quick.
Yeah. 3 months? I'm doing it 3 months, man.
Yeah, 3 months to be fine.
I ain't.
3 months is football season, boys.
What if it's during
long time.
What if it's during the summer and you just get to and you just make the time go by between football seasons in prison?
They don't have a whole lot of air conditioning in prison.
But it don't matter, man, because I'm knocking that ball in that little hole, man.
Exactly. That's true. I'm just
getting
going to
that
$10 million richer instead.
No, you're just
Like I
going to be
said,
sinking in that stinky cell. It's going to be smelling bad. People are going to be coming after you.
And you'll be thinking about all those shots you missed.
Exactly.
Because there's going to be in 24 hours, you're going to get a couple close.
You're going to get real close.
You're going to think about that one that you left 6 inches short. Just, oh my God.
But just know in
While
your
butt
hearts,
naked has you pinned up against the wall.
Holding people's
the
hands and
shower.
stuff in there.
You know how many times
We'll
you'll
make-
be able to hit a golf ball in 24 hours?
I think there's a finite number before your body gives up. That's a lot of work. But you guys will have honey buns and ramen soup and Cheetos. Me and Jace will take care of you.
I'm just thinking of all the par threes I've played in my life and never made one.
What's the closest you've ever come?
I have knocked one within a foot up at
Goonie Golf over here on Kingston Park.
no, at a very nice course out. I've forgotten what.
Iguani?
No. But yeah, I had one within a foot a couple years ago, Father's Day.
Maybe 10 feet within the.
You've never gotten with closer than 10, but you have you played much, or is this verified?
No, I did when I was in my 20s. That was one reason I was never very good at it. I didn't like it.
Golf's hard.
It's boring.
It's very hard.
Boring as hell.
It's not boring. It's hard.
I just like driving the cart around and getting trashed, smashed.
I drank beer. I liked beer. Still like beer.
No, I mean, I had nice clubs there at the
Jace,
bottom.
you're not even trying.
No, I'm not doing it.
Neither
I'm
one of us
terrible
wanna
at
go to
golf.
jail.
Coward.
I'm terrible at golf.
You don't want $10 million.
I don't want to go to prison for 3 months.
It's
You've
just
never-
3 months.
It's on your record. You can't
haven't
do
played
anything
much.
after.
Well, it's
I
gonna
haven't
be
played much.
on your record that you failed to make $10,000 or $10 million, but at least you tried.
I'm
They don't care
not
about
agreeing
that.
to giving up 90 days of my life.
Correct. Yeah.
You're not locking me in.
Did 90 days.
It's just 90
You
days.
only have a certain number of days here on this planet. I'm not going to spend any of them in jail.
It's
if I
not
don't
even a
have to.
full football season.
I'm not even going to risk that. Be locked up in a cage 1 hour outside if you're lucky. Shower every other day. A god awful orange jumpsuit.
Many years from now, when you're lying on your bed, would you not trade all the days from this day to that to go back to Pebble Beach for just one chance? Just one chance.
I wonder if any PGA golfers would.
Oh,
100%.
all of them.
Every
Yeah.
single one
On
would.
7 at Peb, where are you hitting from? The championship tees?
It's 100 yards.
100 yards. No, they hit from the same tees everyone else does.
Yeah, you're going to be like, there's not a golfer on tour that wouldn't make it within, 2 or 3 hours?
Oh, I'd give them at least 6 probably. Would be the minimum.
I'd like to hear a pro golfer. If we short of that, maybe we can ask Haji.
I bet
Sorry,
Haji
I'm
would
not
do
laughing
it.
at Haji. I'm laughing
I
at
know
the
Haji is with
tweet
me.
DR just sent me.
Yeah, I'm seeing that. Yeah.
All right, stay with us. The drive continues. It's Fan Run Radio, 865-966-3435. Speak now, forever hold your peace. The shocking conclusion of the drive up next.
The Drive. Follow us on Twitter or X or whatever the they're calling it these days at Fox Sports Knox, Fox Sports Knoxville, Fan Run Radio.
Yee-haw! I've been hooting and hollering ever since I started betting with the VIP Play app. VIP Play has more than 200 leagues, every bet type you can imagine. live betting, and live hosts, all with 24/7 support from real live people when you need them. Start betting better with the VIP Play app today.
Don't be a better, be a better with VIP Play today.
Download VIP Play today or head to VIPPlayApp.com. Make sure you use the promo code FANRUN to take advantage of their welcome bonus and so they know that we sent you. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-88-99789. Must be 21 or older and located in Tennessee to bet.
In a world filled with deadlines and screens, sometimes we forget the simple joys of life, days filled with special moments. At Inward Half, we understand the essence of these moments. Feel the difference between our breathable fabrics and flexible apparel as you disconnect from the hustle and bustle and reconnect with what truly matters. Inward Half, simple luxury for on and off the course.
Got a flat tire? Strange noise under the hood? Don't stress. Roll into Matlock Tire and Auto Service. From oil changes and brake repairs to brand new tires, Matlock certified techs do it all. Fast, friendly, and fair priced, Matlock is the home of the price match guarantee. Bring in any competitor's ad and Matlock will match the exact same tire for the exact same price. Matlock Tire and Auto Service. 5 locations in East Tennessee. Visit MatlockTireService.com to find the location nearest you and schedule your appointment.
Are you ready to show off that confident, radiant smile you've always dreamed of? Well, here at Knoxville Smiles, we're ready to turn your dream into a reality. At Knoxville Smiles, we're more than just a dental practice. We're your partners in achieving optimum oral health. From routine cleanings and checkups to advanced cosmetics and restorative procedures, we offer a wide range of services in an environment that makes every visit a positive and comfortable experience. At Knoxville Smiles, it's about more than just treatments. We're focused on creating a welcoming environment where you feel like family. Our state-of-the-art facilities are designed with your comfort in mind, and our friendly staff is always ready to address your questions and concerns. Don't wait any longer to achieve a beautiful smile you deserve. Schedule your appointment at Knoxville Smiles today and take that first step towards a healthier, happier you. Call us at 865-539-1776 to book your appointment today, or just visit our website at knoxvillesmiles.com.
Good afternoon. Steady flow of traffic spotted here on Alcoa Highway southbound. As it starts to pick up towards the Blount County area, it's already building on Broadway through the Fountain City area. There was a little bit of radar earlier on 75 north of Knoxville as you work your way up through parts of Anderson County, pushing on up into Campbell County. Hey, if your check engine light comes on, don't panic. Just Google search Knuckle Busters Amco Knoxville. Amco, serving East Tennessee since 1962. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
A lot of charges being dropped in the NFL today. Cleveland Browns rookie running back Quinshon Judkins will not face a formal misdemeanor battery charge for an alleged domestic incident in South Florida. Last month, prosecutors declined to pursue charges after reviewing police reports, body-worn camera videos, video surveillance, photos, phone records, and sworn statements from the woman he allegedly struck.
Was he falsely accused, we think, or?
It just sounds like they didn't have enough to go on here. He was arrested for a misdemeanor domestic violence and battery charge in Fort Lauderdale on July 12th. According to the arrest report, the incident happened 5 days prior to the arrest, but was not reported until that day. Per the arrest report, Judkins, after showing frustration after reading text messages from his family, was alleged to have punched the woman with a closed fist in the area of the chin and lip while driving in a vehicle departing Fort Lauderdale Airport. Judkins later allegedly also struck her in the left arm and thigh. The woman showed officers photographs displaying bruising.
Should have gone to the police that night. Want to press charges and get the pictures taken by either paramedics or emergency room staff. I don't know. I mean, I hope he's really not doing this, because this type of behavior, it never, like, once men start doing, they always say first time's the hardest.
Meanwhile, the sexual assault case against former Texas wide receiver Isaiah Bond has been no-billed, and he faces no further criminal charges. After reviewing all the evidence presented, grand jury returned a, quote, no bill in the sexual assault charge involving Isaiah Bond, meaning no indictment will be issued. He was thought to be one of the better receivers in the draft, proceeded to go undrafted following his arrest. He spent 2 seasons at Alabama and then caught 34 passes for Texas last season.
He probably should just stay at Texas for one more year.
And where's he signing, Walker?
He's going to the Cleveland Browns.
So Bond and Judkins will be on the same team. Real high standard of individual Jimmy Coaching Shorts has up there in Cleveland.
Truly.
It really
only the best of the best.
Just really coming out in favor of for women.
Yep.
I saw where Oregon, their best wide receiver, kind of pulled a Boo Carter, and that's what it sounds like to me. They kicked him to the curb.
They cut him?
Just suspended. Sorry, I forgot we were right in the middle of the deck. Sorry.
Sprinter Sha'Carri Richardson addressed her recent domestic violence arrest in a video on social media and issued an apology to her boyfriend, former Tennessee track star Christian Coleman. Richardson posted a video on her Instagram account Monday night in which she said she put herself in a, quote, compromised situation. She issued a written apology to Coleman Tuesday morning. That I haven't watched it yet, but I saw where they did release the body cam footage there.
Really?
Yeah.
Did he break up with her? Was he going to take her back?
That is not a matter of public record.
Because she said she had to write him an apology. I feel like they're still together.
Yeah, but you could still be together and, like, you know, they've released the video and everything. Like, it's a big public thing. You can, like, a public apology, would imagine, would go a long way if you're a public couple like they are.
Yeah.
I got to watch this video tonight. Because she's, like, not very big at all, and he's kind of big.
She's a world-class athlete.
Yeah.
Strong, physically.
Apparently got a bad temper. Wonder what he said. Like, what do you think Christian said right before she lost it on him? Something dumb?
I don't know. People lose it in the airport, man.
People throw sandwiches. It happens.
People go crazy and people get drunk and stuff. I was watching one a week or so ago of this old timer who had just, like, they show the cop the video, like the cops are just getting there. They're walking through the airport. They come to the restaurant. They're like, yeah, this guy just like skipped out on a $115 bill.
I saw it. Yeah.
And they're like, they keep walking and they find him and he's just like, don't walk up on me, buddy. Don't walk. I'm a veteran. I serve my country. And they're like, whoa, buddy, whoa. And they're like, they spend like 10 minutes just trying to get this guy. Like, he's just denying that it's his. They're like, buddy, we've got eyewitnesses. We've got video.
Well, at the Billy Club at that point, back in the knees.
And so eventually they convinced him to walk with him, but he keeps stopping and wanting to talk, and eventually they got to take him down and cuff him,
stuff,
whole 9 yards.
The frustrating ones, I've never seen anybody behave badly in an airport. Believe it or not, I haven't flown that much, but the ones where they have to, more often than not, it's a Karen. They're sitting there on the airplane, and the cops are having to explain to them, look, you are leaving this plane.
Yeah.
Either I have to deboard this plane, and then we're going to drag you out in handcuffs, or you can get your stuff and get up and leave.
Yeah, and you're inconveniencing 100 other people who are on this plane. Yeah. They're like, no, I ain't going. You got to do what you got to do.
Like, I feel like if you make everybody deboard, I feel like you deserve to get tased. Once everybody's off the plane, just go ahead and tase.
I think everybody should get a free lick, in my opinion. Be able
a free
to
shot?
Just free shot. Yeah. Wasting everybody's time.
That is the docket, brought to you by the law offices of Jerry R. Givens. And if you find yourself going through a difficult time in life, bankruptcy, divorce, personal injury, DUI, some of the curveballs that life can throw at you, if you find yourself in one of those situations and you need a lawyer, call Jerry Givens. He's an East Tennessee guy through and through, West High School grad, University of Tennessee Law School grad, and he's here to help you in your time of need. I've known Jerry for a long time. If you need legal advice, call today to set up a free, no obligation consultation. Remember, DUI, divorce, personal injury, bankruptcy, Jerry's got you covered. His number is 865-801-9250. That's 865-801-9250. As always, phone call is free. The advice is free. So what do you have to lose? Call Jerry R. Givens online at jrglawtn.com. Just Google Jerry R. Givens and it'll come right up here in East Tennessee. Hachi has weighed in on the text box, says if he could go to solitary and have his meals delivered, he would do it.
Want to be in solitary?
Come on,
just
Haji.
getting the food shoved through that slot.
Yep.
I don't know, man.
You would go insane.
You ever watch those videos? You seen prison food? It's not good, boys. Not a whole lot of protein in there.
Texter says, guys, I've had 2 holes in one in less than a year at a 10 handicap, and ain't no way I'm trying it. Pure luck, and I'm all out of luck, Brady.
10 handicap. Nice humble brag in there.
I mean,
what do you think your handicap is, Jace? About 30?
40. Easy.
Tampa Vol says, I think Bear is correct. Cedar Bluff Quiznos had the 3-tip sauce
They
tube.
did. They did. I knew
Where was
it.
Where was there a
That makes
Quiznos
me
on Cedar
doubt
Bluff?
myself. I can't remember exactly where it was. The one I went to where I saw it was there, like when you go out to Easttown and you get on Millertown Pike, and there was like, you know where that gas station, there's an Arby's there across the street now, but they had a Quiznos in there. There was one in Fort Sanders. I saw it there. But you had a triple tip thing because the sandwiches were huge, man. And they could lay down a triple B to that delicious Italian dressing right before they shoved it in that magical oven you all had.
Brad in La Follette says, I heard years ago the NFL didn't approve the field because of the close end zone walls. He's talking about the preseason games in Neyland Stadium.
The brick
Maybe a
walls,
safety thing.
Probably.
I've said for years, and like, knock on wood, it hasn't happened, but like that, I mean, I hold my breath every time we throw that corner out or another team into the corner at Neyland Stadium, the northeast corner and both of the south corners.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's
really
just right there.
It's just way too close, and we've had a couple of close calls where people have run into those walls and injured themselves.
Didn't Hyatt run into it?
It can. I mean, you could really
do some damage.
You could kill yourself.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
if
for
you're
sure.
if you're diving head first, you could hit your head on that wall and really be in trouble.
Did you guys see the Connor Zilic video from NASCAR over the weekend?
Mm-mm.
Oh, yeah.
I did not.
I did.
Dude.
Oh my God, the guy who jumped off the car
Who fell off.
Oh my
His
God.
foot got caught in the window
Whoa.
net.
What?
He's
KO'd
fine. He broke his
himself.
collarbone.
Who is this?
It's a new rule. They're not allowed to get on top of their cars anymore.
It's like the Xfinity series. The guy won the race and he's on top of the car celebrating,
His foot
and he's
got
like
slipped.
trying to hop down. I felt like he was trying to hop down to the windowsill
And
and then down to the ground.
He was going to go celebrate. It was
And his
exactly
foot
what it
gets
was.
twisted up in the net, and he just eats it.
What's this guy's name?
Just eats
He's
it.
like he could have final destined Connor Zilic. He's like this wonder kid driver, maybe the next big thing.
That's got to be the most embarrassing. I mean, that's up there with John Van de Velde rolling his
Well, yeah,
pants
especially
legs up
when
to his knee
your
and getting in the creek.
Your car owner and boss has a major like media company that Dirty Mo Media.
Oh my God.
He's a junior driver. He could have final destination himself. You see what I'm talking
my
about?
Dude, his head bounced off the ground like a basketball.
Oh,
But he
That's
said
horrible.
he thought when he was going down, I saw the interview, Earnhardt Jr. interviewed him, and he said he doesn't really remember. He thought that he was for sure going to break it. His leg was going to snap because it was caught. That's what he was worried about as he was falling, because he knew his leg was knotted up in that thing.
Ugh.
that's awful.
They made him get on he came to, and like he's like, I'm fine, I don't need to, but they made him go on the backboard with a neck brace and all that. So.
All right, folks. Big Friday show coming up tomorrow here. We'll be talking about a lot of things. Lucas Panzica is going to stop by trying to work out a deal with the Cookie Man. A couple other folks we need to talk to. So we got a big one already lined up for Friday. Thank you, Bear. Thank you, Jace. Thank you, Walker. Overtime headed your way next on many of these Fan Run affiliates. We'll do it again tomorrow here on The Drive.